and gentlemen, to MBR, or as we like to call it around here, Nothing But Rants, the show where I find topics that I'm oddly passionate about and I pontificate upon them. These are not hot takes, but rather takes that I'm hot about. We're hot, by the way. That's what hot means. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into the Film Guy Network, powered by our friends over at Better, for a brand new style of content. Okay, we've done a ton of different styles of content around here. We've done film study. We've done the studio show from that television studio we built here in Mom's basement. Now, okay, because college football is officially underway. All right, it is hectic. There are 21 football games active and being played at this very moment, with several more set to kick off here in just a second. So what we've got going on here is a little hangout session between me and the boys over there. I got the homies here. We're in Mom's basement, just a different version of it. All right, we're here by the sports bar, if you will. We got several TVs here in front of us. We're going to be going through some of these football games and giving you a kind of a brief overrun of what's going on while you're watching it. Okay, we're hoping to have some fun here tonight on the show, while also providing you with some actual entertainment with regards to some show topics. So welcome in. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. If you like this style of content, don't get used to it because we won't be doing a ton of it. I would imagine we'll be active during most game days.
Sad
Sad.
to hear. I'm enjoying this, actually.
I can already tell just sitting here in pre-show, you're on one. So I don't know what's going to happen tonight, but Kirby's feeling some type of way.
I told you the restraints of being on the show have been set free, so now I'm just enjoying college football as I usually would.
I do want this to feel a little bit more lax. I mean, not that we don't have a good time on our normal show, but our normal show is very segmented. It's 8 minutes, 12-minute segments held tight. We move tight. I kind of run point the whole show. I want this to have a general open feel vibe. I want the chat to have that general open feel vibe. I want the lazy river to take us wherever it takes us. Okay, I'm going to hop in an inner tube, and we're just going to ride down the river. How's that sound?
Where's it taking us right now?
Right now, it's probably going to take us into maybe some lead off into this Colorado football game, or do we want to talk about actual other topics, maybe some Saturday topics, and do an actual little show right here before these shows or before these games kick up?
Well, I'm looking at them doing the pregame announcements thing.
Ain't nobody there.
Looks empty.
Yeah, ain't nobody there. Now, you never know. These could be a little bit misleading.
It could be pre-recorded.
Could be pre-recorded a couple hours prior to the football game because I didn't see anybody running around out on that field in that background drop either. Do you want to do some unless it doesn't happen, or did anyone do show notes once I told you that this was the style of show that we were going to do?
I started doing show notes and you said we're going to watch college football in the bar, and I was like, close the laptop.
That sounds awesome, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was like, this is exciting. I'm in for this.
We're going to watch college football in the bar.
I mean, it's not really, there's not one beverage in sight. You're not even like waters or anything. So it's not a bar, but it's a hangout area. I'll call it that.
All right, so we're getting our first look at NC State and Grayson McCall. I was pounding the anti-Grayson McCall deep state all offseason, wasn't I, boys?
Yeah, you definitely were.
You've been anti-quarterbacks a couple of these guys.
And I don't want to give away sources, okay? But, I mean, it'd been a while since he'd been good at Coastal Carolina. There may or may not been a coach that may or may not have been associated with that Coastal Carolina staff during that 2020 season. That may or may not be on another staff. That may or may not be within that conference. That may or may not have told me during the spring tour this spring that, hey, Grayson McCall, guy kind of boo-boo, okay? Guy kind of boo-boo. And the reason he's boo-boo is not because he's not talented. It's the same reason that our man Tyler Van Dyke struggles with football playing the quarterback position, that being can't read the field. There's a really, really tough time processing and reading the field. And I think we're seeing that tonight. They look stagnant.
Yeah, and I think, too, that there's also just this preconceived notion at times where, oh, Buddy was good at a smaller school. He's going to a bigger school with better talent.
Kind of like Buddy from New Hampshire that we're going to see tonight.
Yeah, that just means that he's going to be better at NC State than he was at Coastal Carolina. Even if that was 3 seasons ago, back in 2020, still feels like that with better talent, he should be able to put up better numbers.
Somebody said this has got the vibe of when the substitute teacher rolls the television into the class.
Definitely.
And you know you've got sub vibes today.
Yeah, there's not shit going on here. We're just watching football, hanging out, dude.
Yeah, we're new studio goofing today. This is a new version of the studio. Honestly, when I built this into Mom's basement, this little foray right here, or what would you call this? This little bar area, this little sports man cave type deal.
Yeah.
I envisioned having our guests here. doing like long form podcast in this room. That's
Like
what I envisioned when I built this area.
like a casting couch.
I don't know why you went there. No,
Just wondering.
like a regular podcast hangout area. Like how the Pivot does things, where they have a guest come sit down and then they just have a conversation. Not that. But no, that's what I built it for originally. And now this is the first time we've ever actually broadcast from in here.
Yeah, we almost never spend time in here. Like, this is the most unused room in the studio, I feel like.
J-Will and I hung out here during the Olympics, doing work during the day.
Oh, y'all had Olympics watch parties?
Oh, yeah, well, he sat over there.
Bro.
I sat over here. We sat down. We worked while watching the Olympics because, Olympics was during work day. The live broadcast of it was during the work day for most American citizens.
Did you know that the Paralympics is going on right now? They have wheelchair rugby.
That sounds rough.
I don't know how there's no defense to it at all.
How do you do the scrum?
You don't. It's just like a pack of chairs, and there's like someone rolls out and you throw it to them. It was honestly not that fun to watch, but me and my roommate watched that for about 15 minutes while I was doing homework today. So, what are you really smiling at in the chat?
I'm laughing at people wondering why the back door back there just opened up because they can kind of see it. One of those shots.
Why did the back door open up?
Maybe we're getting robbed.
Oh no!
Maybe we're getting robbed. Maybe people understand. Hey, Mom's basement down there. They got a lot of stuff going on.
Finally caught us lacking.
Yeah, for real. Mom's like, y'all got to get up out of here.
Overtaking more of the house.
I got shit to do today.
That could not happen.
All right. You picked North Dakota State to win this football game, right, Kirby?
Yeah, I did. I think that Colorado's got a lot of hype coming into this, and North Dakota State's one of these teams. Deion said it in his pregame interview. They're not going to beat themselves. Colorado, when you have this much roster turnover, this many guys that have been added so quickly, and let's be honest, I don't think Deion Sanders is harping on discipline when he's a coach. So it seems like Colorado's going to be more privy to make mistakes here, and North Dakota State is the D1 Power 5 killer. They were showing all the upsets they've had. They've had like 5 teams where they play these week 1 games and just upset them. So it seems kind of perfect for this to be the next team.
Yeah, they got Kansas State, Iowa State one year. Who else have they nabbed in previous years? Almost all Big 12 teams, if I remember correctly. I think they got Baylor once.
Yep. And hey.
But they haven't gotten anybody recently, right? Because I think a lot of teams, because it was like a 13, 14, 15, a lot of teams are just like, we're not scheduling them
because they're like, screw this, we're done. Like, stay in the FCS. We're not playing y'all anymore. So
it has been interesting to see like the national media go from, hey, we're going to talk about Colorado because of the aggregate, and we're going to get clicks off of this. And last year they built up the hype for them. This year they're almost building up the downfall. I feel like a lot of people, maybe not even the national narrative, I feel like a lot of people that watch, holy hell. God. They blew a whistle. That is horse shit right there in that West Carolina NC State game. That quarterback was not down. That's the running back, actually. They called forward progress on him. But I think the national media now, I think the coverage around Colorado this year is going to be far more about enjoying the losses than riveting in the wins and the hype.
Yeah, I think more so the coverage around Colorado this year might just be more so based on indulging over Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders, enjoying their individual performances. Maybe not so what's going around on the team outside of, can we critique Deion Sanders for how his team is performing this year? This is year 2 now where it seems like his plan and his plan of action for this program is kind of a dud. It seems like what he is trying to do is not working, but certainly there's still going to be a tension around Shedeur. Like, I guarantee you're going to see the stat lines of Shedeur Sanders throws for 500 yards and 3 touchdowns. Travis Hunter has 100+ yards, but Colorado loses by 20 points.
Just let Colorado win one game or do something spectacular here, and people are going to be like, oh, they're back on it. If Colorado wins this game by 2 scores, people are going to be like, oh, shit. Deion Sanders got those boys worked up this year. So,
all right, before we get into this game, I think it's set to kick off in about 15 minutes. I do want to holler at our friends over at Better. Better now offers college football props. Enter more than or less than key stats on college football players. You can play in 23 states, including the fine state of Georgia. Better is matching first-time deposits up to $250 if you use the promo code Brooks or click the link in the description of this video today. I'm going to give you 2 locks right now, and that's all you need over on Better, okay? A 3-way play. Pays out 3X right now, okay? Carson Beck. 260.5 yards passing. I think that's cake money. Give it to me right now. I'm taking the over on that one. And here's the deal, okay? I went through Cade Klubnik's game logs today, boys. And I thought, you know what? I think the line's at 190.5 over there on Better right now. And I thought, you know what? That's not a lot, okay? a starting quarterback in the Power 5 should be throwing for 200 yards in a football game, you would think, correct? Like, that's what I would think. Even with limited weapons, like 200 yards, it's not a lot. 190, 191, not a lot. And then I look at the game logs from last year, boys. 190 yards set as the line on Cade Klubnik would have went under against Florida Atlantic last year.
Good defense.
And you think, hey, good defense, probably blew him out. He had 27 attempts in that football game. Okay, 27 attempts, threw for 169 yards. That's cash money. All right, against Wake Forest last year, he had 28 attempts for 131 yards. Cash money. All right, last year against Notre Dame, another good defense, like he's going to face Saturday. Okay, 13 to 26 for 109 yards. Guys, he threw for 100 yards total against South Carolina last year. I like the Clemson under here for Cade Klubnik in passing yards. Give me Carson Beck over 260.5. Give me Cade Klubnik under, and I think that line is set at 190.5 over on Better right now.
Yeah, you have to think too. This is probably the best secondary that he's faced compared to last year.
In his
career, absolutely. So I think that's a safe bet there. I like that play.
What do you think, Curb?
I like it. I think Cade Klubnik's going to struggle a little bit against this Georgia defense. The front seven's probably going to get after him a good bit. If there was an under for rushing yards, I would have taken that more, but I don't know if that was offered or not.
It probably is over on Better. I don't know about Cade, but definitely some running backs available over there on those props. So head over to Better right now. Again, use promo code Brooks. You'll get deposit match up to $250.
Does Bill
over
Goldberg,
there right now.
Bill Goldberg's son is a linebacker on Colorado?
Yeah, Bill Goldberg's son took a bunch of visits to Georgia during his time. I believe he's a true freshman at Colorado this year.
Checks out.
To be honest with you, I think he's very good.
I
watched the tape. I hope Goldberg doesn't hear me say that because he goes to a lot of Georgia games.
Goldberg will beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to see about him. Goldberg, coolest wrestling entrance. The reigning Sparks.
That's pretty sick. I'm trying to think.
Batista's was gnarly.
Jeff Hardy had a good one.
Rey Mysterio popping up out of the stage was sick as shit.
I always thought Sin Cars was sick until I realized that they put a trampoline at the front of the mat when he jumps in.
Boo.
Fraud.
Kane, when he doesn't come out of the primary entrance, sneaks up out from underneath the ropes of the stage. That's pretty raw.
That and The Undertaker.
Triple H got a good one with the spraying of the water.
Dude, I was doing that all the time at practice.
Time to play the game.
I was spitting in people's faces.
See, Stone Cold's entrance music, the Glass Shatter, was dope for the Glass Shatter. But outside of that, maybe some beer showers. That's pretty cool. But just the initial it's pretty cool.
Going down.
Yeah.
That and CM Punk Stack, like the two first ones were like, oh, I know immediately who this
is. How about JBL coming out in the limo with the Longhorns on the front of it?
That was pretty good. Do you remember watching like 2000s WWE?
I mean, buddy, I just recalled JBL.
But I'm asking, like, do you remember like the plots of episodes? Because JBL's character was just a racist guy.
Yeah.
Like he was just
very much so.
He was just going and doing racist things.
I saw a clip today of Rikishi giving the stink face to a guy. And then the guy pretends to be knocked out, wakes up and slaps Rikishi's ass. Yeah. And Rikishi responds in the, way that you would in 2000s when someone did some male on male stuff. He acted like it was the end of the world. Like he had just got, 5-star stunnered.
Well, I mean, if I'm in a fight and someone does that to my ass, I'm probably gonna have the same reaction. But
Rikishi, a West Georgia pulling guard when they featured Power. No doubt.
For sure. Still wore the necklace when he played for sure.
Absolutely. Big play. West Carolina in this NC State game. Are we going to have a first score for Western Carolina over NC State in this ball game? Also, by the way, who was king anti-NC State all offseason because all this transfer hype? I do not like this stuff. I do not like when you bring a brand new football team. They have a brand new wide receiver corps, a brand new running back room, a brand new tight end room, a brand new defense. All right. And they're out here throwing picks. Is Grayson McCall about for a pick 6 right there? Guess why? Couldn't read zone defense. Love that right there.
I'm over here taking a peek, and it's a pretty nice peek right now.
Oh, you taking a peek? Is my man up there, Arkansas, doing something silly?
Oh, yeah. Arkansas is up 14-0 right now. Taylor Green 3 carries for 39 yards and a touchdown.
Hey, turn this Rutgers shit up off TV1 right here and give me some Taylor Green taking a peek if we can.
ESPNU, sir.
All right, well, hang on. I'll have to do the. I only have 2 hands, guys.
Oh, let Jay Will do it then, because you're over there running camera.
Nonsense, I can do it.
Oh, so that means I got to kind of solo here while we stuck in camera 1, huh?
I can.
Hey, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button over on YouTube. I know this is a little bit new content for you guys. I know most of our audience is Georgia fans, okay, but we're trying to appeal to a little bit of a national audience tonight as Western Carolina goes up 6-0, 7-0 point after 10 pending right there in that football game. Road Warriors, the Cats out there up in where is NC State at?
North Carolina, I believe.
Well,
saw that one coming.
Taylor Green getting the ball back right here against Arkansas Pine Bluff. Fun fact: my offensive line coach, one of 5 in college, man by the name of Coach Savage, 6'6", 315-pound white man with big old rec specs. Okay, I'm talking about the thick ones. Okay.
Oh, he's legally blind.
Arkansas Pine Bluff tackle.
The single A school out of Arkansas, getting it done, huh?
Basically. He stuck out like a sore thumb at Arkansas Pine Bluff. My man, Coach Savage. A very interesting character.
Oh, they're bringing the Buffalo out now.
The Buffalo, as we pronounce it around here.
There goes Brooks.
Hey, yo. I want to run this by the chat while we have it. Okay, we got a bunch of folks in here that love the show, and we've been calling this place Mom's Basement for quite some time. Boys, we had a suggestion from the YouTube chat and the YouTube comments the other day for a new nickname for the studio. Shall we hear it here?
Oh,
Shall we vote on it right now?
What do you got?
Okay, we need an overwhelming 2-1 majority here in the studio to rename Mom's Basement. Okay, we ready?
Yes.
What you got?
I spent some time out west this summer and saw all the buffaloes. At night, they dig a little dirt pit and they call it a wallow. What if the set was called the Wallow in honor of Brooks's spirit animal, the buffalo?
So you could have like a swallow at the wall is what I'm hearing.
See, I contemplated even bringing this up because Man's made this joke. I don't even think this joke lands. This inappropriate blue-collar joke he's trying to hit. This is the second swing he's taken at this. It doesn't land. It's a blue-collar joke that's not funny.
Foul tip.
Foul tip? I wouldn't even give him a foul tip, bro.
Look, I thought it landed. I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep saying it. You didn't think it landed because you love the name and you want to name it that.
I'm indifferent.
And now that I'm saying that, you're like,
on the name, to be honest with you.
You literally responded to Discord. I love this.
No, I responded on YouTube. I love this because I respond positively on everyone. He just scored again.
Oh, shit, dude.
Arkansas might have a guy. I know it's Arkansas Pine Bluff, but Arkansas might have a guy, unless that was the running back taking it to the crib.
I think it was.
It looks like it.
All right, so maybe a run to the crib, so maybe we won't get too hot on that one. But Arkansas, maybe a tad bit explosive this year on the offensive side of the football.
Chat, by the way, is loving Swallow at the Wall. Just to let you know. So definitely hit.
Definitely sticking with Mom's Basement because I'm not opening myself up to that one. No different than, slightly different, but we were going to name Carter Thomas. Instead of Carter Thomas, it was going to be Thomas Carter. We didn't want him to be called Tommy his whole life. So we went with Carter instead of Thomas.
I don't think a lot of people, I know a couple Thomases, like no one really gets called Tommy.
You don't think so?
I have 2 or 3 people that I know they're named Thomas. No one really goes by Tommy anymore. That's kind of
truck toss for a tud, huh? Good cut by the running back right there.
Arkansas Pine Bluff is just a bad team.
A thin ankle cat right there on that running back position for Arkansas.
He's not even sprinting.
No, he's not.
Dang, he waved at the cheerleaders too. That's W.
All right, we're sticking with Mom's Basement, in my opinion, because I don't like the inappropriate jokes I've now opened myself up to.
Maybe next time.
Chat's saying that only Italian people name their sons Tommy when they call him Thomas.
Real quick, what are Sunday's headlines going to be, boys? What are people going to be talking about on Sunday? If you had to take a guess.
I think that people are going to be really overreacting about the Florida-Miami game, whichever direction.
One way or the other.
Yeah, whichever direction that football game goes. And no matter how close it is, no matter if it's a blowout, no matter if it's a game-sealing field goal as the clock hits zeros, I think that no matter what happens in that football game, there's going to be overreactions for both sides. I think you're going to get the winning team. Oh my gosh, could this be massive momentum for this football team going into the season? Could this mean that maybe their season looks a little different now that they picked up this huge win in week 1? And then for the losing team, it's doomsday. Like, what's the next steps? Where is this program heading to? I think maybe for Miami, even if they lose, people are still talking about them differently because I think people would still view them as one of the favorites to win the ACC. Even if you lose to Florida, it's, lost to a tough SEC team on the road. Whereas Florida, you lose that football game, I think that people are just going to continue building in the direction of Billy Napier, Florida. It's a tough season for you. Don't know if you make it out alive.
What do you got, Kerb?
Kalen DeBoer is going to beat the shit out of Western Kentucky, and that's going to very much spark the Kalen DeBoer proves that Alabama doesn't need Nick Saban to be a successful offense or something like that, where everyone kind of makes this big exaggeration of, hey, maybe it wasn't Nick Saban that made that program so great. Maybe Alabama's just a foolproof dynasty that can't be stopped. What's going on here?
Oh, no, I was just trying to ID a blitz. I thought I saw cover 0 from Arkansas. Go ahead.
Ooh, they're talking shit to each other, too.
Of course they are.
Yeah, I think whatever Kalen DeBoer is going to have a very good, very, very good first outing. I think Jalen Milroe might be, have a good game as well. And they're going to kind of hype that up as like, hey, has Kalen DeBoer found the perfect identity for this quarterback in Jalen Milroe? So, fumble.
Ball out. They can't hold on to the rock. NC State is trying to lose this football game. No personal identity, no cultural identity. That's what happens when you're a transfer team.
Good Lord.
Just fire take.
Who's going to be?
We got to kick off here. I got a headline for you.
I'm sorry.
I think Dabo is going to have an opportunity for a redemption story here. I already kind of laid this out last night. I think there's going to be some overreaction to Georgia kind of handling Clemson on Saturday. Handling by like 14, 17 points. I think they cover, and I think that alone opens people up to a lot of, see, this is what happens when your roster deteriorates because you're a little hard-headed, all that good stuff, or all that bad stuff if you're a Clemson fan, I should say. I just think there's going to be some overreaction, and I think by far Georgia is the most talented and most well-rounded football team Clemson will play, hands down. I don't think it's close.
It could be something very similar to what Clemson went into in 2021 when they just look anemic on offense against Georgia. They can't get much going, but they still go on and have a great year in the ACC that season. And so I think it could be something very similar to that. I think Clemson's defense, based on the short amount of time that we have watched ACC football so far this season, I think that a dominant defense like Clemson's could very well go through that schedule, be the best team in that conference and land themselves a playoff spot. So I like the idea of Dabo Swinney and Clemson having this type of redemption story. For them, Saturday is just, you're almost playing with house money, essentially. Like, you're either going to knock off the top team in college football and you're going to get a great victory ahead of your season, or you're just going to go business as usual. We still got to win out.
Did North Dakota State just fumble that ball?
No, they definitely blew that play dead. They stopped it. And North Dakota State's got the ball first here in this Colorado football game. I'm very interested to see how Colorado holds up against the run. Obviously, I think that's the main talking point in this football game. I mentioned it last night. 7 players from North Dakota State a year ago. God dang, Grayson McCall just got lit up. 7 players a year ago rushed for more than 300 yards on the year. They're a very diverse rush attack while also being a spread football team. They're very modern in their rushing attack. So Colorado going to have a lot to deal with in this matchup, as it looked like North Dakota State was trying to set up a shot there, and it looks like they got an explosive here to start the football game. We might have a 2-play drive here from North Dakota State. That is a very, very bad start for Colorado's defense. Trying to play man coverage right there, look like.
Yeah, got cooked on it. Just a Texas route from the running back. No one there in the backfield to stop him.
I don't think anybody's happier than people that are anti-Colorado that they might start this season as Arkansas gives up a touchdown to Arkansas Pine Bluff.
I think the anti-Colorado narrative has come from, we just want the national media to stop treating Colorado like it's this Cinderella story, or that what Deion Sanders is doing is extraordinary. Like last year we got it. They started 3-0. They had a really good, maybe it was 4-0, had a really good start to the season. Deion Sanders was exciting. And the national media loved Colorado to the point where the realist of college football looked at it and said, all right,
somebody need to check on number 7. They looked at it and said, what? I do think you're right. He stumbled after this. He's definitely got a concussion. I do think you're right in the sense that the national narrative and the expectations of people talking about Colorado, good thing they're pulling him off. That's Deion. No, it's not. Deion somewhere's 21. The national talking about Colorado made the expectations of them much higher than the reality of it. Yeah. I think that's what pissed everyone off.
Well, just today, like I saw a college football analyst putting out a list of players to watch in week 1. And he's got names like Jalen Walker or someone from Georgia. Like, okay, that's a solid shout out to a player that you should keep an eye on this week. And then Shadur Sanders and Travis Hunter on the list of team.
Arkansas is about to return a punt for a touchdown. Holy shit! Arkansas beating. No, it's punt return.
Punt return for a tud.
So it's just things like that, like the over-indebtedness of continuing to pump up like Shadur Sanders and like Travis Hunter. Like, those are not 2 names that people are unfamiliar with.
Look, man, I know Arkansas Pine Bluff is probably not a very good football team, and Arkansas is a Power 5 SEC program.
They're calling it back.
I don't care. They have been very explosive to start this football game under Sam Pittman, and they've been a very grinded out football team in years past. Looks like Colorado is going to hold them to a field goal to start out, but a very good opening drive for North Dakota State. As Grayson McCall faces a 3rd and 8, I guarantee this ball is incomplete.
Oh,
behind him.
Dotted him.
Behind him.
No, he
that was
dotted
not
him.
a dot.
First of all, you said I guarantee this ball is incomplete, and it wasn't. You'd have
That
lost.
was.
You'd have lost money if you put a bet on that.
Mhm.
Missouri is already up on the board 7-0 over Murray State. Luther Burden with the early score.
A lot of SEC teams playing on Thursday today.
Yeah,
And I
think there's
understand-
an opportunity to get on TV.
Yeah, I understand it's because you're playing shit cans, but it's kind of weird to think that the cream of the crop when it comes to college football, like, damn, North Dakota State had to settle for a field goal.
Yeah, and that's what you can't do, in my opinion. If you are going to pull off this upset, if you are going to beat Colorado, getting an explosive play, getting into enemy territory, and setting yourself up perfectly to get an early score and jump out on Colorado early, which is what you need as a team that likes to run the football. You can't be settling for 3 points right there.
Touchdown NC State, I think.
Yeah, that's Concepcion, the sophomore. He had over 800 yards last year and 10 touchdowns as a true freshman, led all the ACC in both categories. A really good football player. Honestly, a bit surprised NC State held on to that football player, considering what was available in the portal.
Is it
this offseason.
Concepcion or they pronounce Conception?
I mean, in baseball, that's pronounced Concepcion,
I want to call him Conception. Conception with the
but that's a
reception.
CION, not a TION.
I know it's
Sion.
not. I know it's not spelled the same, but
You got to say it with some throat. Sion.
some throat.
Some
Never
throat right
heard
here.
That's
Right
the best word you thought of?
Sion. You gotta feel it right here. Sion. Concepcion.
Is he French or something?
Yeah.
Interesting. What were we talking about beforehand?
We were kind of mentioning about North Dakota State having to settle for 3. Not exactly ideal.
Not being able to do that. We are gonna get our first look at the shitter right here on the season. I set that one up pretty nice, huh?
The chat is saying you look like Hank Hill now.
I don't know who Hank Hill is, and I was gonna say I don't
You
know.
don't know who Hank Hill is? King of the Hill?
I would assume that's where he's from, but if you told me to picture Hank Hill in my face
Damn
right
it,
now, I
Bobby.
could not.
Yeah.
Damn it, Bobby. Is he skinny?
He's not fat.
He's
Dad
got a-
bod?
He's got a dad bod.
Dad bod.
Yeah.
We'll take that. You know what? The more and more, this is how I know the diet's working, boys. Not just watching the intro back from back in the day.
England is
But the more and more player comps that I get, the more they look like my man from King of the Hill as opposed to John Candy.
Upgrades.
The better
I
we're
don't think
doing
Those are
here.
upgrades.
I don't think you ever looked like John Candy.
Buddy, when I was 305, I got that all the time. 305 without glasses, I got that all the time. But he looked like John Candy.
Maybe without glasses, yeah, I could see it. But I watched you for I've been watching you for a while. You never looked like, I was like, oh, wow, he looks like John Candy. So I'm trying to be nice.
Appreciate you, bro.
There you go.
I was wrong about North Dakota State last night. I mentioned, and I was profiling what I was doing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was talking about North Dakota State, and I was like, hey, ain't like North Dakota State out here known for edge rushers. Apparently North Dakota State was like top 10 in the bowl division, or in the championship of the FCS is what that's called.
Yes.
I'm an idiot. Apparently they were top 10 last year in sacks, 39.5.
Good for them. I think that's a reason why they've become one of the greatest dynasties the FCS has ever seen.
Dynasty?
Oh, they win natties like every other year.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought that was like 17 or like 13 to 20 range. Haven't they kind of stepped back in the last
They
couple
lost
years?
in the quarterfinals, I believe, last year to Montana State, I want to say.
Yeah, see?
South Dakota State has been kind of on a run, I believe. They've been kind of the team that's running hot.
Yeah.
So you
The
can't be a
Jackrabbits.
dynasty if your other sister state school is out here running hot.
I'm just saying.
The dynasty's over.
If you ask anybody,
No.
Yep, killed it. Put it in the
if
ground.
you ask anybody, name me an
No.
FCS school, North Dakota State probably getting the first shout out.
You're right.
Facts.
All the other name brands have left the conferences, though, like Georgia Southern.
Oh,
Oh,
Taylor Green,
Taylor
just
Green about to
threw
throw
a
a pick.
very interceptable ball.
All right, first third down here for Colorado in their own end. Let's see if North Dakota State can get off the field. A
my
run
gosh.
play. Wow.
I think
Colorado.
I think Colorado ran the ball 3 straight times.
I think Colorado's offensive line a little bit thicker than a year ago. Last year, all they had was Big White Fella at left tackle, and they kicked Big White Fella off the roster. Now they got Jordan Steaton playing left tackle. Remember they had that big 6'10 joker that wore 69 last year?
Nice.
Not a boy.
44 for a running back number. Very interesting.
Walk on. One of the
Kinda-
guys that was still, I believe, originally on their roster
Kinda
when
dig
Deion took over.
Give it to him. Nope.
Nope. That's the triple arrow screen right there to Jimmy Horn.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, ball security, better tighten that up.
Looks like they really want to try and extend them out to the boundaries, is what they're trying to do on this first offensive drive.
Make this team run.
Yeah.
It's North Dakota team, get east and west and run a little bit.
2 screen passes, make them run a little bit. It seems to be their first plan of attack.
So far, North Dakota State having a little bit of trouble getting that first tackle down. So it becomes something to look out for. What's Taylor Green doing over here?
It looked like he was an empty, wasn't he?
He was.
Oh, that's a steal,
they're just-
bro. I'm telling you.
They're just throwing it.
You know what I'm going to do tonight when this stream's over? I might go play some college football with Taylor Green.
It's pretty fun.
Oh, big hit.
Oh, shit. Western Carolina.
Dude, I am all
Western
about
Carolina
fading
is
NC State this year.
really-
I can't wait.
Yeah, they're really embarrassing themselves.
Apparently, Missouri just scored again.
Checks out.
Shout out Luther Bird.
I mean, one of the few things that I did put in the show notes today, before we had a schedule change and everything, was there's kind of been this trend over the last 3 years where a ranked team has week one upset. Perhaps Western Carolina is the team to do it this year.
Buddy, you did some research on this. I want to give you some credit here. In 2023, Duke beat Clemson.
Touchdown Colorado.
Travis Hunter.
Yep.
Broken tackle.
Last year, Colorado beat TCU to start the football season. TCU, very undeserving.
Yeah,
ranked,
but
national title contender, whatever.
for sure.
2022, Florida beat Utah. A little SEC home field advantage there. 2021, Virginia Tech beat North Carolina. North Carolina preseason ranked number 10 is hot.
That was a Thursday night game too. I remember that.
Mhm.
I remember watching Sammy touchdown. Just
UCLA getting a dub up off number 16 LSU in 2021. Is that Ed Orgeron's last year? Or is that Brian Kelly's first?
2021 was Ed Orgeron's last year.
Yeah.
Okay, that was when they couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Oh yeah,
No.
it was bad. It was so
Okay.
bad.
That was that Bo Pelini or was that when he fired?
Yeah, that was Bo Pelini.
No, that was after
year.
Bo Pelini because in 2021 he said I actually interviewed these guys. Remember that?
Oh,
Yeah, I remember because he was like after the Bo Pelini disaster.
I actually interviewed these guys.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's like. He's like, I feel good about this because I actually had sit down interviews with them.
That same year, Montana also beat Washington, number 20 Washington. 2 missed tackles. A bad angle from 29
Yeah,
right
North
there
Dakota
from North Dakota State.
North Dakota State's got a tackling problem.
All right,
now.
question for the room and question for the chat. Do you like Travis Hunter, the wide receiver, more or Travis Hunter, the corner, more?
I don't think Travis Hunter has a body to be corner in the league.
Yeah, I like Travis Hunter, the wide receiver.
I would take
a lot
wide
more.
receiver.
So we're all wide receiver Travis Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's talented enough to like, I mean, obviously you see it every day. He's on the field. He can play anywhere. I think he will succeed much more in sort of a Devontae Smith role in the NFL. I don't think he's one of these guys that you're going to be able to see that can really have any success on the edge. He's not physical enough.
So everyone's saying wide receiver, except for my man Zion Myers. I like him as a wide receiver too, because when the ball's in the air, I don't know if I've ever evaluated someone who's better at 5'11". That guy makes extreme plays. His catch radius is like Odell Beckham in his prime. Like Odell Beckham's famous catch, that's a catch radius catch. You only did that because your ball skills are great and your ability to track the ball when it's in the air are great. Travis Hunter makes more wow plays when the ball's in the air than any young man I've ever evaluated that isn't Calvin Johnson's size, right? Like I expect Calvin Johnson to dominate out there in 50-50 catch opportunities. Travis's ability to do it at his size is unparalleled, in my opinion. The other thing about him, you mentioned the physicality. I think he's tough enough to play corner. I think he tackles well enough. I think he does all that stuff. My problem with him playing corner is I've never seen anyone in that body type be a great corner in the league at that, not only size, he's knee knocked, guys. And I've talked about this for years. I'm a bow leg fiend, right? I want you to be bow legged. He's the opposite. His knees point inward. He's the greatest knee knocked athlete to ever walk the planet. I'm dead serious about that. There is not another one like him.
What about old Kenny the Jet Smith?
He's knee knocked now after multi-knee injuries.
Also touchdown Western Carolina.
Oh boy.
14-7.
I feel so hyped. College football being back is great, but college football being back so my predictions can be right make me real
I was about
happy.
to say, it's back when Brooks gets to tell everybody he was right all
Chill out, bro. Chill out. But I was real stern on this, bro. Y'all stop telling me Cole Kubelik picked NC State to make the goddamn playoff. The playoff. We're talking about the playoff.
The playoff.
Here I was in preseason or in pre-show telling you I wasn't going to peak this microphone, and all it took was NC State getting drubbed.
Let's also be fair. We're 15 minutes in the first half of the season. Yeah, they got punched in the mouth. Oh, bye. Yeah, NC State's getting punched in the mouth now, and things don't look great, but they very well could turn this around, and we've seen before. You can turn it around off a bad season. Also, that touchdown, obvious pick play. Should not be in the touchdown.
Oh, Mr. Obvious pick play. Get over here. Get out of here. I mean, Get over here. I want you over here.
Just for some updates, North Carolina A&T against Wake Forest. Wake Forest is only up 14-10 right now in the second quarter, almost at halftime. UCF up 22-0 against New Hampshire. Those are 28-0 in the Arkansas game, like we just mentioned. So, and Missouri is already up 20-0 with 9 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Oh, dude, number 54 from Arkansas has got a center bar face mask. Oh, yes. Football is back.
Wow. Are you okay?
No, I'm not,
we need a mop.
A center bar face mask. Who's the last guy to wear a center bar face mask?
They've got him back in a few years. I've seen him now more on offensive linemen. Uh-oh. How much favor?
Cameron Ball number 0.
How many favors does this game do for Sam Pittman? Like I
think Taylor Green's promise does more favors than this outcome.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Taylor Green coming out and balling, and everyone being like, "Holy shit, we have a really, really good quarterback this year." Like, does that buy Sam Pittman to the end of this year? I know it's the first game of the season, but
yeah, I mean, he's going to have to look this good. Like, I think the record can look what the record looks like, but it's kind of a similar situation of what we got into with Shane Beamer of. The record can kind of look like what the record looks like, but if Lenore Sellers looks like this world beater top quarterback in the SEC, maybe that's enough to keep him around. Same thing for Taylor Green and Sam Pittman. Arkansas has a tough schedule. I don't think anybody expects Taylor Green to be good enough to impact the win column that much. But if he looks good, if he's putting up numbers throughout the entire year and he looks like one of these top end SEC quarterbacks, maybe it is enough to keep him around.
They certainly spent better money than NC State did this offseason. I think we can confirm that.
We'll see. With
the quarterback play. Oh, you pro Grayson McCall, huh?
I'm not pro Grayson McCall. I'm just saying we're 15 minutes in.
That's a late hit, sir. That is a late hit, sir.
That's Shiloh.
They're going to throw that flag, aren't they?
I don't think they are.
Doesn't look like it.
He clearly pushed that dude into the wall. All right, since we're here and Kirby's already steering into anti-common man stances, you had an anti-common man stance today.
Did I?
Yeah, the whole world hated the SEC intro from ESPN today, but you apparently liked it.
I like the idea of going back to the roots with that kind of.
That shit sounded like a soundtrack from a 1990s movie, a la Angels in the Outfield.
No, it definitely sounded like I was waking up and about to watch the local news sports intro.
It definitely sounded like I was at Disney World waiting to get on a ride.
Okay, let's also be fair. They could have played the damn national anthem for a pregame song, and everyone would have been like, "It's not the CBS intro. I hate it."
Incorrect.
That is absolutely not correct. Not
JD Piquel had a great tweet today. He tweeted out the ESPN soundtrack that sounds like the old NCAA intro.
Ah, yes.
That's all they needed to do. No one liked this. You were the only one that was anti-common.
I'm pretty sure that's like what they played is like an 80s thing.
Bro, they had to send Marty McGee's ass out here as an ESPN collective to tweet that he was pro this intro. It's the only tweeter I saw today on the X machine.
I thought it was
that was out here pro this music.
Look at North Dakota State kind of throwing the ball.
See, now you're trying to change.
No, I'm not changing subject. I'm watching the games. I don't hate it. I get what you're trying to do, where you're trying to pin me in here and get everyone to attack me, so it takes the attention off of you. I don't hate it. That's all it is.
You and Matthew Stapp in the chat. You and Matthew Stapp in the chat. The only two individuals on the planet that are out here loving on that intro. So
I'm not even loving on it. I'm just liking it.
Sammy Pittman trying to get out here and embarrass folks.
Yeah, he is.
Do you know who the special teams coordinator is for Arkansas?
I do not. Who?
Do you know a man by the name of Scott Fontaine?
I was about to literally say Fountain.
Yeah, Fountain. That is the special teams coordinator. One of 3 football coaches to leave Kirby Smart for a lateral position. Scott Fountain, Shane Beamer, Jamal Adai. And I wouldn't say Jamal left. I would say Jamal was kind of asked to leave. He's still on that Miami staff? He's in the league now. He's with Buffalo, right?
He's somewhere in the NFL now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised by North.
Jamal Adai will be. I'm sorry to cut you off. Jamal Adai will be in the retirement book.
Oh, did they try and fake it?
They didn't try over here.
What the hell just happened here?
From the Arkansas Pine Bluff game.
Yeah,
I don't know. North Dakota State's moving the football though. Cam Miller out here dotting it up. Cam Miller, some good quarterback swag here. I think quarterbacks in a number 7 automatically get like plus 10 points in the swag rating. And then everything else I'm liking. You got to have a visor too. He's rocking the visor. He's got one long sleeve, one short sleeve. I like that. He's got a lot of quarterback drip right here going on.
Is 7 the best quarterback number?
Yes, I believe so. 7, 12, and I like a good sticks. If you rock the sticks well, I'm a fan of that.
Dude, North
yeah,
Dakota State is airing the ball out.
Bro,
Dude,
that's
Shallow did it
another late
again.
hit.
Shallow did it again. Trifling.
Is
unacceptable.
Some good ball going on right now. Some good ball going on right here.
Some Thursday bangers.
What's going on with the Missouri game, J-Will?
Last I checked, Missouri was already up 20-0
Oh, wow.
with 9 minutes left.
So they missed the PAT.
No, they're sorry. That was right as they scored. It's 21-0 now.
Okay.
What time does that North Carolina game start?
I believe that is a
9
p.m.
o'clock
kickoff.
for severe weather. So we might be watching that one well into the night. By the way, this seems to be a steady climb on this stream right here, folks. So make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. If you're over there watching us on Twitter, okay, make sure you're tapping that screen, letting them hearts fly. Do whatever you got to do to show support. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and rate and reviewing. It's been a great week. I meant to open the show with this. Boys, we passed over 24,000 subscribers today, up 1,000 over the last 28 days.
Hell
we hit
yeah.
our Kobe year.
Yeah, we hit our Kobe year. I'm trying to see if we can get to 40 G's by the end of the year. I think that'd be kind of dope.
The amount, yeah, we'll be able to do that.
You think so?
I mean, with
That's
the amount of film studies we're going to do and the amount of stuff. I mean, think about it. College football hasn't really started yet for a lot of the casual fan base. Like for true lovers of the sport, yes, it's on right now. But there's a lot of people out there like, oh, I'm not going to watch until Alabama and Georgia and all these other teams play.
Yeah, I do think the film studies are a great way to introduce ourselves to the other markets. It took a while. Oh, we're flea flickering. We're flea flickering
And
now,
it hit.
14-7.
Time.
Oh man, they are
Touchdown.
Did he get
desperate.
in?
They are desperate out there at NC State, man.
Yeah,
Right.
pulling out the bag against Western Carolina in the 1st half.
You're burning flea flickers on the play call in the first half against a mid-major team is boo-boo.
Okay, but I feel like a flea flicker is not really a trick play that once it's on film, it's like it's burned. Like
No,
there's
you're right,
nothing odd
but
about the formations. It's a traditional run play where
illegal man downfield, it's coming back.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh man.
North Dakota State just scored a touchdown.
That's funny.
Dang, you hate to see that, friend.
7-yard touchdown reception. I'm betting play action tight into the flat. I didn't see it, but I'm betting that's what it was.
Joe Stoffel looks like an offensive lineman.
Stoffel sounds like an offensive line. Stoffel sounds like a Italian dish. Let's see.
A little stuff fell.
Who's the illegal man downfield?
The right
Oh,
tackle
tackle.
way downfield, bro.
Lord.
He didn't get the
Tackle,
call.
yeah.
He picked up the first down himself.
Was I right?
Unfortunate.
Play
I
action
didn't-
tight in the flat.
I didn't see.
I think that's what it was.
Looks like a tight end. So North Dakota State, 2 drives marched down the field. That's not good if you're Colorado. Now,
I did say this was going to be a little shootout, didn't I? I think I said 35-28, or no, it was 42-28 was my final score prediction on this football game.
I don't
on the
remember
right
what I
track
said the
there.
final score is.
Call's
gonna
about to
be,
throw
but-
another pick on this
I'm telling you,
drive.
bro, he
I can smell
cannot. He
it.
can't see the field,
I can smell it.
dude. When a college football defensive mind tells me that you can't read it, you can't read it. Especially when he saw you for multiple years.
Yeah. Let's
I mean,
see.
that's what they're doing. They're just sitting in zone, and he can't see through it.
He also threw that ball way too high.
Way late. That opened in the first window.
That ball's got to be low and inside if you're going to throw it with a mic coming downfield.
Cam Miller is about to outduel Shadur.
Wow.
That would be
What a
embarrassing.
Sunday headline.
That
Yeah.
would be embarrassing.
Cam Miller, better NFL prospect? Question mark.
Keep running up field.
Concepcion.
Ooh, that fall looked rough. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's no bueno right there. He's holding his knee.
Dude, that's not good. I think he's
He's
all right,
up.
but-
I think it's just a little strawberry.
No, I don't think it was like watch why his knee buckles here when he lands.
It's a Dover right here.
Yeah, Dover just
That's
no,
kind of a dig, really.
Yeah. Watch his left knee right here.
Ow!
Ooh.
Hyperextension. Actually, it might have been an ankle too, but he grabbed the knee. That's not good.
He's running on it.
That's their best player by far, too.
for sure.
Best playmaker.
On offense for sure.
Mm.
Go right back to the run, and you're gonna get a touchdown out of it.
No, you're not.
Almost did.
Almost did.
Yeah, Arkansas Pine Bluff needs some new unis, man. Them bitches look like they from 2014.
That's like the quintessential like generic
Adidas. Yeah.
movie team uniform.
Rutgers done turned the heat up. They're up 31-7 now.
Okay,
Shout out
Rutgers.
Shiano.
What was the nickname yet? No, I'm just kidding. Oh man.
Yikes.
Take this guy out of his element, and he's off the
I'm
cuff.
being me right now. This is me
I like
everywhere
that.
else.
I like that.
They give it right back to Concepcion, and he scores a touchdown.
He looked hobbled though, didn't he?
Yeah.
He didn't. Yeah,
Did
he
not
did.
look
He
like
didn't
the
look
version.
fresh. No.
Did not look full speed there, but he's got 2 tutties on the day.
I do like this concept. I think folks are liking it too. I like the chance to just hang out and be ourselves, watch some football, talk some ball, not feel like I've got to move segments or give hot takes or takes that I'm hot about.
You think we'll ever get to the point where we do a call-in show?
I think call-in shows are done and they're already done well.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to be doing those.
No, I don't think that needs to become our niche.
To be honest with you, I think it puts a lot of pressure on the caller to be good.
Mm.
And I think people think they're good. I think people think that they can do this, that they can come on here and deliver a take and not just be like, hey, man, big fan of the show. Generic question. See, I think the you suck might make for good content.
That's what I'm saying.
The generic question probably won't. I don't know. I think Paul does it really well, and there's no reason to do it for anybody else. I think people watch that because they watch that. I don't think people tune into us to listen to people calling.
We could always try to dip the toe in at some point, though. I'm not saying like I want to like make that something we do regularly.
Just take a peek.
Just take a peek.
Take a peek at it.
There you go.
Just like we're doing this content tonight. We're taking a peek at this style of content.
Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking the ability to actually watch all these games and not have to stream one off the laptop while we're on show.
Are you telling me that on Thursdays you don't pay attention?
I didn't say that. I can multitask.
It gets rather distracting.
He does.
I'm multitasking right now. What are you talking about?
When those Thursday night NFL games start turning into a football game, it gets rather distracting.
Yeah, especially if the Raiders are on.
Yeah,
the Raiders are on.
Raiders don't usually get a Thursday night game though.
They got one last year.
We're usually the Sunday noon slot.
All right, I do want to get to some of these questions that I was asked on Twitter because I did prompt the folks to ask questions on Twitter today. So let's go check out this tweet. It wasn't one of my hottest. We only had 26 responses on this tweet today. This comes from UGA Spike Squad. What would your Spike Squad character be? I feel like you would make a great Goldberg. See, here's the deal. I don't know all of the characters, but
I don't either.
Reading this question today, I know how I would dress. I would go full body paint as is required. And I would go Jake Pope double Hornet's Nest.
I like that.
I would go double Hornet's Nest with the Spike Squad pads. And I'd go single bar face mask. I'd go old school shut single bar face mask.
I would do the Joker makeup, I think.
I
like that. That's always a solid go-to.
What about you, Jay Will?
I have no idea.
What if they just painted you in like
what if they made you
color?
Slender Man?
Hold on, I'm delivering a joke here. And it was of the same caliber.
Gotta be quicker than that.
What if they just painted you in wood coloring and then painted you like the plank? Like from Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Solid reference, dude. Did you watch Ed and Eddie growing up?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Who didn't?
Dude, Cartoon Network.
A lot of people did.
Cartoon Network was one of those
bangers.
things, and I've talked about this on the show. I was not allowed to watch Johnny Bravo, but I was allowed to watch Ed, Ed and Eddie. So apparently my mom was allowing us to be just blumbering idiots, but not misogynists.
Dude.
So that's cool.
Did your mom let you watch SpongeBob?
Yeah. Who didn't?
My mom didn't let me watch SpongeBob, and listen to this shit. All my life I was like, Mom, why?
Mom's catching straight.
No,
listen to this shit right here, bro.
Mom, if you're watching this, just know I'm very upset with you for this. I went like 10 years. Every time SpongeBob was on the TV, she's like, no, you can't watch this. This is inappropriate, yada, yada, yada. Finally, when I'm like 15, 16, I'm like, hey,
I'm a man.
I was like, I've seen plenty of SpongeBob episodes now. What was wrong with that? And she just looks at me and goes, oh, I just didn't want to watch it while I was there.
That's stern.
Straight out pulled this isn't appropriate for you because she didn't want to do
so. Your mom lied to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom has a bunch of these famous lies. I told you one the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my brother, obviously sweaty young children that didn't take a lot of baths, had a lot of blackheads in the ear growing up. My mom told my brother and I that if we did not allow her to pop the blackheads in our ear, that they would hatch. Spiders would come out of those blackheads. That's what they were. They were black because they were spider eggs, and they would hatch and crawl into your ear canal. My mom just liked popping zits.
That's my biggest takeaway from
that's
that story.
Diabolical.
You really aired out that on your wow.
Any other famous lies? Your mom tell you one?
I don't know that I can really think of any lies my mom told me. I also was able to watch SpongeBob as a
child. Your mother loved you?
Yeah.
Huh.
Still to this day.
I mean, my mom loves me too. I'm not gonna question that, but
I think that also has to do with the fact that lying was a big no-go in our family. So I don't think that she wanted our relationship from her being built on lies.
It's a solid one from the chat. Don't eat watermelon seeds; they'll grow out of your ears.
I always heard that, if you swallow gum, it stays in your intestine for like 90 years.
Yeah.
7 years, and I think that's real.
I got a lot of gum in there then.
Yeah, big year for weight loss for me. I swallowed a bunch back in 2014.
You swallowed gum? Why?
That's not even 7 years ago. That joke's not even good. That's 9 years ago.
What is the benefit to swallowing gum? You can spit it anywhere.
No, you can't, because you're respectful of people that wear nice shoes that get on the bottom of them.
You actually have gum on your shoe
I
right
know.
now. Dude, don't touch it.
Irwin County.
Bro's like, look at the gum on the bottom of my shoe.
Irwin County track.
That's actually crazy though. You just rub the gum and look at the gum on my shoe.
I've always just swallowed gum though. I don't throw it away.
If you find a bush or somewhere, wait, am I the only one who's not swallowing gum in this room?
You've never swallowed gum?
I've swallowed it before, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm done with my gum.
I honestly don't like gum that much.
Let me guess, you don't pee in pools either.
No, I love peeing in pools.
It's the same concept. It's an inconveniency to walk to a trash can.
No,
Just like it's an inconvenience to get out of the pool and go to
Put
bed.
I
in your
gotta do
hand
the
and let it
awkward
rip.
thing of it's stuck to my finger while I'm trying to fling it in.
Jimmy
the
Horn,
trash.
explosive touchdown.
Yeah, about to score Colorado.
Colorado scored.
I worry about the fact that if North Dakota State's going to keep allowing these explosive plays, if they can keep up. They've
I worry
marched down the
about-
field twice.
I worry about anybody's ability to stay in front of Colorado this year. You're going to have to get home. I don't know if you're going to be able to guard them. They've got really, really good wide receivers. Apparently, it's a really good throw, too. I want to see a replay of it. I'm sure they'll give it to us.
Wow, dude, is Colorado a natty team this year?
They didn't sell it out.
No, they didn't. And I think the Colorado hype died very quickly. Like we said, it was last year, but
Is my man from Vanderbilt even playing for them?
I don't know.
Will Shepard, isn't that his name?
Yes.
That was an NFL football player, I thought.
Yeah, he was a bright spot in a black hole for Vanderbilt.
Yeah, that play he had on Malachi Starks last year was absurd.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's
Damn,
the
Arkansas
replay.
scored again. Arkansas might put up 90 in this game.
Yeah, Arkansas and Missouri are both turning it up already.
Good pickup right there on the blitz.
Good
from
pocket
7.
presence too.
Wow,
That was a very nice throw.
Very nice throw.
that was a man throw.
Very good job, Shedeur Sanders.
All right. Jimmy Horn was recruited by a bunch of big schools out of high school. Ended up going to Colorado. That was one of his big, first high school landings.
According to
One of
Rock
very
and
few.
Robbie, I once swallowed 5 watermelon seeds and pooped out a cucumber 7 weeks later. So apparently it does grow in your stomach. Just except it turns it into a vegetable.
I got in an argument the other day with my wife about whether or not a cucumber was a vegetable or a fruit.
I was about to ask this question of why does the rule only apply to tomatoes? People don't do it to a cucumber.
Mm.
That is an interesting question. I don't know.
I think we're gonna get a very good football game, like we
I think
thought
we got
out
a
of this
good
Colorado
slate
into
cooking
North
right
Dakota
now.
State game. I do think we got a good slate cooking. We're about 20 minutes from the start of that UNC game. I think that's gonna be a rock fight. I think Minnesota doesn't play anything other, do they? They play close football games. They're like 13-10.
Yeah.
That's what they did last year.
Taste of the Big Ten. That's what we're going to get. I don't know, though. UNC might be able to craft some things on offense. They don't have a first-round quarterback this year, but
They had one last year and went 7-5.
yeah, but I mean, they still had a very good offense. It was always the defense that got them in trouble. And it was like, oh, shit, Drake May wasn't protected enough. He threw a pick. Now they have to climb out of a 14-point hole instead of a 7-point hole. That was the UNC's motto last year.
Mm.
And that's honestly been their motto since Sam Howell's been there. So it's unfortunate, because they always have very, very good quarterback play.
They haven't exactly translated to the league yet.
No, they haven't.
They've had 2 duds so far.
3 duds, actually.
Who's the third one?
You got Mitch Trubisky, Sam Howell, and Drake May doesn't look like he's even going to
I
be
mean,
starting.
guys, did anyone expect Sam Howell to be anything other than a career backup?
I don't know.
He was like a 4th-round draft pick.
I was a big Sam Howell fan coming out of UNC.
And Sam Howell had a good year 1 starting as a rookie, didn't he? A relatively decent. He didn't play terribly, and he's going to be a career backup. I think that's a success for a 5'11" Baker Mayfield equate version.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I was just saying, like, in regards to what they were in college compared to what they were in the NFL.
Yeah,
Like, one of their big-time QB names has not translated into an NFL name yet.
Production level definitely hasn't been matched. Oh, draw
Pulling
play
it.
here from the quarterback.
Make somebody miss. There's a hold
gonna
that's
come
coming
back.
back.
Go
Dang.
slide, bro. What are you doing?
I don't think NC State puts the ball in the air the rest of this first half.
You don't think so?
Well, they'll
We'll
have
find
to.
out
They'll
right
have to
here.
right now on 3rd and 10.
Well, I
But
was
if
about to
if they run a halfback draw right here, that tells you exactly what you need to know about their confidence in their quarterback. You're out of bounds, buddy.
Yeah, this is
Zero awareness.
Yeah. Oh, they called that a catch.
Holy
Over
crap,
there in
I'm
that
wide
Arkansas
open. Oh, it's
game.
because I'm 5 yards out of bounds.
What are the halftime speeches like? Because you've talked about how you've been in a lot of these games. If you're Arkansas Pine Bluff, what is the halftime speech like? Look, you've numerously stated.
I didn't even catch the shade until you started laughing at me, Jay Will. I didn't even catch the shade of you've been down a lot, 35 to nothing at half. What's that like?
You've talked about this numerous times on the show. Don't make it seem like I was taking.
No, you're right. I was a career loser in college. So let's talk about this. When you're in a position like this, the halftime speech is real simple. We still got to play a season. Okay. And we're going to play opponents that aren't going to beat the shit out of us like Arkansas is right now. Okay. So let's go out and try to stack something positive in the second half. Okay. Let's go out and play football.
Ours was always, let's go out and win the second half.
Yeah. No, I mean, that doesn't do anything for you as a football player, I would imagine. What does is saying, hey, man, we got to still compete. We got to go out and compete and play football here. Yeah, they're running screen passes. They're doing everything they can to tell you that Grayson McCall is boo-boo.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Team McCall here. I will say that. And honestly, North Dakota State is having trouble running the ball. Like everything explosive they've done in this game so far has been through the air, which is honestly surprising. But
I mean, Western Carolina's being willing to stack the box against them right now because they don't think they can pass the football.
Ooh. All right, who's more likely to pull out a win out of these two games so far, Western Carolina or North Dakota State?
I think Western Carolina's in the better position because Colorado has scored twice now off of big explosive plays.
Colorado's scoring at will, it seems like.
Whereas Western Carolina is turning this game into a grinder, and they're making Grayson McCall very uncomfortable in the pocket to the point where it really doesn't feel like they even want to throw the ball like Brooks was mentioning. I think Western Carolina is in the perfect position right now, and they're turning this football game into exactly what they needed to pull off this upset.
I would have to agree with that.
Question from Twitter from Chris Brown at CBrownATL. Who is Clemson's backup quarterback? I don't think Cade is good enough, but could see a Tua type messing up Georgia's defensive rhythm. Guy could definitely prove me wrong. Obviously, it's Christopher Vizina, and he's not ready to play. Their best football player at the quarterback position during the spring game was actually, I think his name's Trent Seaborn. He's their walk-on quarterback. He looked pretty good in the spring. Vizina did not. Vizina looked like he was missing things that he shouldn't be missing. As a year 2 football player, he's Arch's age. So, yeah, he's a year 2 football player up there at Clemson.
Freshman, yeah.
Not very good, in my opinion. Georgia was interested at one point, but Pierman is that guy's name. Turned him down after they realized, like I said, during our eval on them, got out of the Vizina sweepstakes when they thought they had a chance at Arch.
Interesting.
Big third down right here.
Oh, in this NC State game? Yeah, McCall.
What was the other game on we had other than Arkansas Pine Bluff? Because
Rutgers was the other game we had.
beating the
On.
shit out of Howard too.
The crap out of them
Western Carolina just stuffed that ass on 3rd and 1.
Let's see if we can find another game.
That's 2-down territory for NC State, though. They're
Kansas
kind of no
playing,
man's land right
They're
now.
on ESPN Plus. They're up 7-0 against Lindenwood.
Oh, we don't get
Who's up? What?
Kansas is just starting against Lindenwood. I mean, they're going to beat the shit out of them.
You want to watch some Jalen D?
I do.
You want to take a peek, huh?
I do want to take a peek at some Jalen. Let's see if they got it.
It looks like all the other games are on ESPN Plus, or there's CBS Sports where Coastal Carolina's up 17-3 against Jacksonville State.
Damn.
SEC Network is the Missouri game.
Wow, stuffed on 4th down. Come on.
Momentum shift. Momentum shift.
Cats D playing strong. How about 3rd and 1 in 2-down territory, running the football, getting stuffed, and 4th and 2, running the football, getting stuffed after calling a screen pass? Boy, they spent $1 million on that dude in the portal this year, bro.
Yeah, that's a bad look.
Wow.
Really.
They could have just called me.
You don't got eligibility left, do you?
No, I'm saying they could have called for an opinion. And I said,
Oh.
no, don't do that. Just keep my man from Carrollton. That transferred to Maryland.
Can't think of his name right now.
Shit. I had him on the show. We interviewed him and Sean Calhoun. MJ Morris.
MJ Morris.
Should have just kept MJ Morris.
I did like MJ Morris.
They ran MJ Morris out of town because they thought Brennan Armstrong, year 9, was going to be the answer.
Man.
Just bad mismanagement from Dave Doran, the head coach of NC State.
I believe that's his name.
Yeah.
Damn, we're at a 3-way commercial break now. Oh, hang on. Let me change I got to change the UNC game.
I wouldn't consider Joel Klatt a commercial. I would consider that primetime television, brother. Sponsored by Hilton.
Oh, we have a weather delay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I love that.
We'll put the Missouri game on.
Did y'all see Joel Klatt double down on the if you think Connor Stallions impacted the game of football, you don't know football take?
I did not see
Cool.
that.
Thanks, Joel.
And everyone quote tweeted it with the photo of him and Connor Stallions selfie on the Big Ten championship field. That's a good photo. Have you seen that photo?
Great photo. Yeah.
That's an awesome photo. This Connor Stallions story ain't shit. Here's me and him palling it up after the Big Ten championship game.
It's so weird how that scandal has been so widely reacted to. Like, you have one sector of people that are like, give Michigan the death penalty right now. This is unacceptable. Then you have the other of, this literally means nothing. Everyone does it. And that was part of what the documentary did. They kept putting emphasis on everyone steals signs. To which, yes, there is some sign stealing, but you don't go through the measures that Connor Steins went through to get them.
Yeah, you don't advance scout. You don't advance scout at all.
So,
let's see here. Some questions from the chat. There was one that I wanted to hit back up here. All right, this is from Mike Phillips. Just asking, my kids went to Irwin County and I still follow them from California. What did you think, Brooks? I talked a little bit about this the other day. I really like Shane Marshall. I think he's a quality back that Georgia should take. Okay, that's an in-state take, in my opinion, based off what I saw. In terms of Irwin County, I have always just really lamented is the wrong word. I've kind of really disliked watching high school football teams, particularly in small town environments, be a triple option based football team, right? Where they just sit in the wing or they sit in the broken bone and they run the football 75 times in each individual football game. And they're not very modern. And the reason I've always disliked that is because I've always thought it really limits your ability to expose or provide exposure for your talented individuals or your talented athletes, right? If you're an offensive lineman playing in the triple option in high school, it's really hard to get good tape out. If you're a wide receiver in a triple option offense, it's really hard to get tape out. Even if especially if you're a quarterback, it's really hard to get tape out. It's really hard to advance your career. However, the way Irwin County does it is very similar to the way Georgia Tech's doing it. They're modernizing the option and they're allowing their quarterback to actually throw the football. And that kid's going to have an opportunity to play college football because he's 6'3", he's 205, and last Friday night he ran almost 21 miles an hour. So guess what I did? I called a bunch of football coaches when I left Irwin County last week because I got to see that kid actually throw the ball while also showing the athletic traits that you need to show to be a take. Really like my man Cody Wright right here, the head coach of Murray State. I know he's getting drubbed up right now, 28-0. He was a tight ends coach at South Carolina last year. Really good energy from Cody. It's his first opportunity to be a head coach at Murray State. I hope he does well. It doesn't look like it's a very good start for him right now, but nonetheless, a super good guy that nobody will say bad things about. As we got a big 3rd and 9 right here in this North Dakota State football game. They're going to put the ball in there right here, boys, right?
Absolutely.
They absolutely are, and they're doing that. And they did not get it.
We got a flag on the play. That might be hold at the line of scrimmage on a defensive back.
Field goal range if it's on the offense.
It's the line judge throwing that ball, though, so that's probably going to be something on the defense, I would imagine.
You'd have to imagine maybe lining up off sides or, Yeah,
lined up in the neutral
sides.
zone on the corner.
Oh, shit.
We got a fumble.
On Missouri.
Oh, big man.
Big man. Look at that.
I wonder if they have a turnover chain or something of that sort at Murray State.
Is the turnover chain dying?
Yeah, I think that whole gimmick is kind of dead. Even though I think if it's done in
what a standby.
I think Georgia does it well. Put the pads on, take a photo, take them off, go on to your thing. But if it's like a whole ordeal, that's not a fumble. That's a forward pass that he did not catch. That ball's coming back. That's gonna be an incomplete pass. It's not a fumble.
Dropped by Luther Burden.
Like where you bring a whole basketball.
Yeah, you're rolling a basketball goal out and y'all are dunking and shit. This is just too much, man.
UNLV would bring a slot machine out.
Way too much. That's a gimmick, not a celebration.
Yeah.
It's got to be a celebration, not a gimmick. This is a forward pass.
I don't know. He held it out.
Kirby.
First of all, it's got to be indisputable.
Call on the field. was a fumble.
That's
We shall
forecast.
see what indisputable.
they didn't even
evidence-
review- they
They're
didn't
not
even
even
review it.
reviewing it. He held the ball out and dropped it. And
Yeah.
it wasn't a pop pass. Wrong.
Bro, he even if you
Wrong.
hold it, if you
That
push it
is a
forward, it's a pass.
big
He
but okay.
didn't though.
right
He
there.
dropped it.
Number 79 is
4th and 1. First down or a stop right there from NC State. Looks like there's gonna be a punt in that football game. Or is that 4th and down?
That was 4th down.
That was
They got
4th
a
down.
stand on 3rd
Yeah,
down.
ball back middle of the field right there for NC State.
I don't like Gatorade's new slogan.
What is it?
Is it in you?
What was it? It's in you?
Is it in you? Like that's
No, it was. It's in you.
Yeah.
Gatorade. It's in you.
No, I don't know. It's like the commercial basically sets up as like talking about all the like the grit and determination and the hard work it takes to be an athlete, and then they ask like, "Is it in you?"
Whether
And
that's
I'm
a question
saying-
or a statement is a big difference.
What it was it's in you. That was Gatorade. It's
so not
in
a
you.
question.
Yeah, and now it's with a question mark. It's not a new slogan. It's just the way they presented that
Well,
commercial.
It's newer. I don't like it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I like the Gatorade. It's in you.
Yeah, but it's in you's fine. Is it in you? Question mark is like
A little bit different.
not a fan.
A little bit different. That you said this line in this North Dakota State game moved north, right? Prior
Yeah,
to the game.
it
Colorado
was.
bump.
It was at 10, and then it moved to 13 and a half, I believe, right before the football game.
That's an interesting thing because that usually means that you've got because look, the sharp money's been placed on it already. Like people who have their simulations about this game have already made their bets. So the fact that you've got to push for Colorado's favor probably is people jumping on last second who are like, oh, I need that. I need a parlay or I need something tonight. So they're just throwing money on Colorado. I don't think late line movage ever really means that you're getting actual odds or something's actually occurring. But
Football question coming into the chat from our boy Stick D's. If Aguero isn't able to cover the slot effectively, who would Georgia possibly insert to shut it down? It wouldn't be initially a change. I think at first you'll see safety help provided. And then after that, maybe you give Ja'Cory Thomas a run. And then after that, you just put KJ Bolden at safety and let Malachi play star. If it becomes that big of a problem,
Yeah.
I think that's what you would do.
How come they don't
Or otherwise maybe bump whoever starts at corner and whoever the rotation is, bump Dalen Everett into the nickel.
How come they don't
an
want
option.
How come they don't want a guy like Malachi to play star?
Cover more ground can be a little bit more of a passing game impact and control things coverage wise as a safety.
Okay.
I would think.
Because my takeaway is that the most impactful player on that defense the last 3 years has been the star position.
Statistically.
So it's like why would you not put big play for North Dakota State? Why would you not want to put your most athletic, your most heady, smart player in the backfield at that position? And I get why you don't, but it's a good question. I feel like.
I do think it's a really good question. I think Malachi's impact on the football game is more drastic at safety than it would be a star. He's better
Okay.
than every other safety that they have, so much more than he is better than everybody else at star.
Okay.
I think it would be a question maybe one day I would ask Kirby. It's like, hey, statistically, your nickel defensive back has been your most impactful football player. Why wouldn't you just put your best defensive back there, which we all believe to be Malachi? He's not going to answer that question though.
No, he would shut that down.
Were you surprised he answered my easiest position? to
Yes,
play?
I told you I was very surprised by that because it seems like that's a perfect question for him to go like, well, every position's easy for certain reasons and every position's hard for some reasons. And it's all kind of yada yada. Like give you coach speak answers. So for him to answer that is I was surprised by that.
I think he respects football questions.
Yeah, I mean you can definitely tell the people who he appreciates their questions. He knows where they're coming from when they ask questions, and it's not just, hey, what's the roster going to be
Good
like? Touchdown,
walking
touchdown.
Good
North
keep.
Dakota
It might be a
State.
block in the back. I might come back.
I don't see a flag. So,
All right.
No
might be
flag
clean.
indicator yet.
All right. They're clean there.
but no, you can tell when he likes the question that's asked, he's willing to go into depth about it and answer it. No, when other times it's just like, oh, you just want to know roster. You just want to know if so and so's suspended or something like that.
Who do you think blinks first in this football game between North Dakota State and Colorado?
Blinks as in makes a mistake, or
Either makes a mistake or just lays down. Someone's going to lay down.
that was a holding penalty.
That was, I told you.
Based
Should've
on
been
the
a hold.
body language after that last touchdown right there, Colorado might be it. There was not some great body language after giving up that touchdown.
If
Colorado strikes me as a team, and like I said, that seems much less prepared for a dogfight than North Dakota State does. You have to imagine North Dakota State's probably been in grinders like this before. This Colorado team hasn't really been through adversity like this.
They played a couple of close games last year, but I always felt like
last year's roster did. But I mean, this is a
you're correct, brand new
roster.
I did also feel like in fourth quarters last year where, fighting had to be done. I feel like sometimes they did tend to lay down.
Yeah, I mean that Stanford game was a perfect example of that.
Awful,
crazy night.
Yeah.
What's chat saying?
They're just going off about Colorado losing. People got 5-leg parlays on 5-way parlays parlays including a North Dakota State outright win.
Ooh, I think I had North Dakota State outright
in the 5-way.
Yeah,
that we laid out the other night.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
It was North Dakota State outright, Georgia Tech, Georgia State under, Vanderbilt plus 13.5. Which, by the way, that line is on the move again.
What'd that move to?
Georgia minus 13.5. I'm going blank on the other one.
On BetUS?
Yeah.
That's what I put it out on today.
Yep, that's what it was. Thank you.
It's still at minus 13.5 as late as I checked. I think some people are saying it's moved down to 11.5 on some books. I think you can still get it on BetUS at 13.5. Will you double check that for me, Joe?
I'm checking right now.
So yeah, if you want the good juice, head over there. Well, I guess if you're a Georgia fan, you're going to wait for that at 11.5. Try to get that somewhere else. So
another 3rd and 2 here.
Yeah, they've been living in third down over here for NC State in this first half. I feel like every time I look up, they're in third down.
On a drive.
It's still 13.5.
Still 13.5 on BetUS.
Got it. That Conception kid's going to be their offense this year.
Yeah. It sounded like he was last year. That was a true fresh. All right. Colorado's done a really good job, as the chat has pointed to, really kind of answering and responding to some of these drives right here. 5 for 5, 134, 2 tuds. It's a good start to the football game.
I didn't even realize he got up.
Who, Jay Will?
I looked over and he was gone.
The sneaky little booger. ESPN, the ultimate Colorado Glazers.
They are.
You think Nebraska's got a chance to be really good this year?
I think Nebraska has a chance to kind of get this, like, hey, here's the trending underdog team that everyone's going to hop on the bandwagon for. I do think Dylan Raiola is going to make some things happen early in the season. So I think that you're absolutely, and again,
such a favorable schedule for them.
It is. It really is.
Chad's asking, what's my next South Georgia high school game? It'll be, I think Lowndes and Valdosta play against one another the week I'm traveling down for the Jacksonville game. The reason I went to Irwin County last week is because once Georgia starts playing, it's impossible for me to drive to South Georgia. I can't be getting home at 3:00 in the morning like I was last week. That's not the gas. Money's no issue.
Okay. Ooh, all right. Let me get a raise then. Shit.
No. No, it's the time. It's the time, man. It's getting back at 3:00 in the morning. It just can't be doing it.
I think North Dakota State just stuffed Colorado on a 3rd and 1. They did. Ooh, this could get ugly.
Chat saying North Dakota State fans flooded the stadium.
Really?
Yeah.
There's no loyalty to Colorado. These teams,
quarter of the stadium. It's not flooding it. They're going for it. That's a hard count.
They're gonna push it.
Yeah, that's a hard count.
Yeah.
So my man from Vandy is playing. That's him in motion right there.
They're going shotgun. No way they run a play here.
Yeah, no shot.
No shot. They're running a play 4th and 1 in shotgun.
Holy
shit, they did.
They
got stuffed.
He got absolutely
stuffed.
Absolutely stuffed.
That's on the 30-yard line. Ooh, Colorado might be in trouble.
That is some pelotas right there from that coaching staff from Colorado.
Just got deflated. So,
boy, y'all out here getting stuffed by a FCS team on 4th and short.
Leg 1 of the parlays.
I had a damn block punt over there in Murray State game. That was a big time stop. Big time stop right there.
Oh, that's another good one to add to the prayer list for the football gods. Please catch this punt.
Oh, yeah.
Very good one.
Don't muff this.
Please do not muff
this.
That's
a good call right there. I got to get up and get my phone or my computer charger, or else we're going to lose the stream.
Well, that would
be pretty bad. Early night at the office. Yeah, go ahead and adjust your shorts. You got to walk in front of the camera. Colorado, this
14 minutes to 5 minutes of time of possession.
Oh my God! Now, I mean, this is the problem that happens with having super explosive offense that score fast. You get to a point late in the game where your defense has just been on the field 70% of the time, especially against a North Dakota State offense that likes to walk you down. Shedeur Sanders is cramping right now on the field. That's not good. You'd have to hope that's a cramp. It looks like it is, but Shedeur is cramping.
What is y'all's strength and conditioning coordinating staff doing all?
There ain't no humidity up there.
Hey, yeah. It's Colorado, bro.
That man ain't even so fast. What are we doing?
It's his calf. Oh, he's walking off too.
Darn it.
Yeah, that's a bad look.
Bro, it's like 75 degrees right now.
That's a really bad look to cramp up after you don't convert a 4th and 1. After literally you hand the ball off and then go,
Well, you know what we call it?
What do you call that?
We call that
The loser limp. I like it. I don't know if the mics have been picking up what you're saying, but yeah, get all up in that stream now.
And this is the thing, too. This is the advantage that we kind of talked about. If North Dakota State can start running the ball successfully, even though they aren't, they're still eating a lot of clock. We just mentioned that they had a very large proportion of time possession in this first half compared to Colorado. If they can hold this lead, they just go ahead and score again. They take a 2-score lead against Colorado, and they continue to eat clock like they have. It puts Colorado in a really tough position.
Yeah, I mean, a 2-score lead against this Colorado. I don't think Colorado is going to be able to face any adversity with success this season. The roster's not developed around that or anything like that. What are you working on over there?
We might be in just a little bit of trouble.
Why? What's wrong?
So this camera's now got 22 minutes left without the charger. That camera is plugged into the charger. But when I unplugged it, it's only got 18 minutes left.
Uh-oh. Well, that camera's blinking red now.
Yeah. No, it'll be all right. We'll figure it out. We might just be getting up every so often and switching. Or worst case scenario, if it goes down, I'll grab the other cameras and we'll put the physical batteries in them. We'll be all right. Don't worry about it.
We also could just go back into just start doing regular show again.
No, we couldn't. We'd have to start stream all over.
Yeah, you're right. Bad idea.
No, we're here.
Sorry.
We're locked in right here.
Shut your mouth. Talk any more ideas right now.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Quarterback run. Good cut. Twice down.
UCF is currently being carried literally by their starting running back, RJ Harvey. He has 9 carries for 111 yards,
Good
2 touchdowns. They're up 29-3.
Who is this?
UCF.
Oh, wow. RJ Harvey.
KJ Jefferson is 3 for 9 for 69 yards.
Who are they playing?
New Hampshire.
Nice.
Good team, New Hampshire. Dion looks stressed on that sideline, dude. It looks like NC State's about to kick a field goal here before halftime.
I'd be stressed. They're running cover 1 right there. I have man coverage all day.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what they can do about it.
Ran the comeback on Travis.
Ooh, Travis. That's not good.
That's a hitch, not a comeback. I'm sorry. Who do you think, where do you think North Dakota State recruits from? Will you look up their roster and see where all these players come from? Because
you'd have to imagine they're getting like the next best players out of the Midwest.
You would think, but like even the next best players in the Midwest aren't this good, right? They've got to recruit out of the Midwest.
Let's see.
What we got, Jay Will?
Or
we got
maybe there's just not enough teams up there to play for.
We got a North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, Texas, Virginia, North Dakota, Minnesota.
So the occasional non-North Dakotan from a random place in the north.
It's a lot of Minnesota, North Dakota, Indiana. There's one California player, one Texas player. So, yeah, it's all in that region.
Basically, really good players out of that region that don't get enough love from your Power 5 teams because, frankly, like the quality of football up there is probably not as good, and you have to be an absolute freak to get attention.
Fair.
You got to force them to 3 right here if you're Colorado, I feel
like. You got to get off the field.
Let's see. With 3rd and 6, they're going to throw it.
They're going to scramble.
Ooh. Might get a late.
Dude,
it was Shiloh. It was Shiloh. He finally got the late hit penalty.
He's just too unhinged.
Trying to do too much.
I love an aggressive football player, but he's always been just over the line of aggression.
That is Shiloh, right? That's not...
Yes.
Yeah. You know who he reminds me of?
Who? Deion Sanders?
No. Georgia football player.
I knew you were gonna go. There.
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about, don't you? I
Mhm.
see you looking at me.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't place.
He's been on the show.
We talked about this recently.
We did. He wore 18. He's Bakari Rambo. That's who he is. Shiloh Sanders is Bakari Rambo. He's 2024 Bakari Rambo.
Don't know if that's going to sit well with our chat, but
I love Bakari.
There's a case for it because Bakari Rambo is very loved by Georgia fans.
Yeah, and Bakari could never pull himself up. Could never.
Yeah.
He had the dog in him.
He played during the right time of college football, though.
For sure.
He did.
Damn, first and goal.
Oh, play action. Good coverage, though.
Didn't have anything.
Yep.
Guy, he pulled his hip, too. Woo. They letting him play.
This is not good for Colorado. This is actually really, really
bad. No,
bad.
this whole first half has not been very
Flag.
good. They
They
ended up calling that. I'm telling you, it's PI. He pulled his hip. Ineligible man downfield, actually.
I was about to say, that looked
uncatchable.
Yeah.
Fair. Now, this is interesting for everyone in this chat that tells me my Buffalo's a bison. We got the bison and the buffaloes playing right here.
Mm-hmm.
There's no difference in the animal.
There's definitely a difference. I don't know what it is. They wouldn't be. They
not smart enough to know what it is.
I mean,
me neither.
Not that much smart enough. I just
apparently that was the first flag of the game on North Dakota State.
Wow.
It looks like Coastal Carolina or Western Carolina.
Come on, get the edge, buddy.
Comfortable taking this as a tie ball game and a half, 14-14.
Wouldn't you be?
Absolutely.
Another flag. Did NC State miss the field goal?
Looks like Murray State's kind of picked up the juice a little bit.
Yeah, Murray State's kind of locked in for a minute.
The fighting Cody Wrights.
Hold up. Let me lock in for a second.
Yeah, for really locking in.
Let me sit up.
Sits up in the chair.
How's your shoulder doing, by the way, Jibbo? Mine's getting a little sore.
From holding the mic?
Yeah.
Well, see, what you need is a good belly rest. Right there, you got to have like a crevice on the upper of your belly, and then you sit that arm right there on that belly, and then you're good.
I just have a nice little.
Well, let me gain 30 pounds real quick, and then.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
Why would you take offense?
Mr. Washboard abs over here.
I do not have washboard abs right now. Hopefully by the end of the next 2 months, though. You'll start the carnivore diet again.
Hell yeah. That's good shit.
Will not be.
It's honestly not that bad.
It's not.
Draw play. Can you make the
unless you're a person like me that's got a lot of cravings. And then that's not great. What's up with this Dave Doran's quarter zip he's got going on with that logo? Why is that logo angled like that? I don't like that.
Yeah, that's a little odd.
I don't like that at all.
Ugly.
But he got that off Fanatics.
He sucks.
Chill out, bro.
You just say he sucks because
Dave Doran looks like he leaves the lights off at his house on Halloween.
I hate him. Is that a furry?
Ooh.
I know it's supposed to be their mascot, but that's just a girl with a wolf head on and a tail sticking.
You're wilding, bro.
Tell me that didn't look like a furry.
No, you're right. It kind of did. You can't wear street clothes and have a
mascot helmet.
A mascot helmet.
You're not.
You can't do that.
You're not beating furry.
We gotta have some type of fluff.
Like the UNC game is on. If you want to switch that, since this NC State game
finally
is at
started.
halftime. Yes.
No. Leave the halftime game on there. Actually, Missouri's an SEC team. Yeah, let's switch TV 2 right here.
We got to utilize our screens properly.
Yeah, you're right. We got to take a peek.
Absolutely.
Let's take a peek.
I don't know if I want to take a peek at Max, but
Max Johnson, nice guy.
I'm sure he is. I don't doubt his character one bit.
Nice guy, Max Johnson.
Dad Brad Johnson, pretty good at trick shots.
Oh,
this is news.
That is a short guard.
That's what he does now.
That's either a short guard or a really tall tackle.
Call him Coach Brad.
Ooh, I love this.
I'm loving these unis.
These uni matchups.
They popped, didn't they? Immediately. I'm like, ooh, I like this. You forget he's left-handed, don't you?
You do.
Yeah.
You really do.
You forget he's left-handed. That was a great job by that receiver right there, keeping 1 foot in. I think that number 5 right there, Georgia recruited pretty heavily. What's his name? Jones?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, they almost had him. That's a great play right there.
Play.
It's a really good play.
I'm going to say it, and I know people will disagree with me. UNC has the best uniforms in college football.
Yeah, it's pretty. The powders.
The powder blues. I mean, they haven't had a combination where I'm like, oh, that's ugly.
I don't like the navy that they rock every once in a while.
It's not my favorite.
I don't like that.
It's not my favorite, but it's a North Dakota State.
Oh, he made that.
North Dakota State
JJ
field goals.
Jarvis's first name goes by JJ.
Yeah.
Really good football player. I think he's a junior there now for UNC.
So yes,
I believe so.
Senior actually.
Looks like they're reviewing this catch though.
All right, real quick, boys. We kind of briefly talked about it, but talk about the line for Georgia dropping 11.5. Is that sharp money betting on Clemson? Make this a little tighter.
Oh, I didn't know it dropped.
That's what the chat's saying on some other channels. I mean, you can still get it at 13.
Yeah, it's
I bet US.
It's likely an indicator if you're probably getting sharp money on Clemson, just because it's also probably an indicator. I've always been hesitant to call 24 hours, 48 hours beforehand sharp money.
Yeah.
Just because the sharps have already gotten in on this. Like the sharps moved the line early in the week. So it's most likely you probably have a couple people throwing a lot on Clemson. I don't know why it would move a whole 2 points though. So that's what's interesting to me. But I think it's probably a mix of sharp money and a lot of people just saying, hey, Clemson I think is going to make this a close game.
Apparently Google says a bison has a bigger head and a hump on its back. I think I'm not changing spirit animals. Buffalo got plenty of big dome, but I got a rather large cranium.
Yeah.
Disproportionate.
What helmet size you got?
Let's go hat size. I wore a large helmet.
Okay.
A large helmet. But hat size prior to weight loss, 7 5/8. Now I'm a firm 7.5.
Nice. I have a small head, dude.
That checks out.
I wear a medium. I wear a medium.
You wear a medium helmet?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet coaches loved you. You probably got nice helmets every time.
I bought my own. So. I saved up $350 for my. Speed.
You bought it?
Yeah.
Not dad.
No.
Oh wow.
When I say I bought my.
You care about the cranium?
Yeah.
That's nice.
I also didn't want to have a bucket, dude.
Yeah.
We still had Revolution. We were still handing out Revolutions.
You look like a 7 3/8 guy.
Couldn't even tell you.
Not a hat dude, huh?
Just get a one size fits all.
Like snapbacks.
Respect.
See, I was a new era fitted guy coming up. I hadn't put a fitted on in a fat minute.
And
but
last time I tried one of
you
those,
grew up in the swag era, though.
No, I grew up in Douglas County.
and
Trucker hats were not allowed.
Last time I tried,
unless you lived in Carrollton.
last
swag
time I
or
tried a
West
fitted
Douglas.
hat, I could not find a size that felt right. I feel like I was in between all of them. So that's another reason why I like the snapbacks.
Nah, I was a fitted hat guy and would take the New Era sticker and take it off the top and put it underneath on the bill. Matter of fact, the only fitted I have is an Atlanta Braves fitted upstairs, and it's still got the New Era sticker on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, rock a fitted backwards, bruh. You's pulling.
That's swag.
I mean, I wasn't, but you were if you had that fit on back in the day.
Yeah.
Do we need to change this cord, you think?
Is it dead?
Oh, I don't know.
Y'all are good. Well, this one's the one that's the problem. That one's got it plugged in right now.
Oh, I know, but I'm okay. I was saying you were saying that they were about to die earlier. So
I'll peek them in a second.
All right,
Take a peek. Max Johnson scrambling. Let's see if he can make a play. Throws it away.
Y'all got it.
Minnesota's uniform's also kind of killing it right now. I like that mustard yellow with the burgundy.
I don't know, mustard yellow.
I agree, but with this powder blue, it's a very nice contrast. I'm enjoying this. If Colorado have the ball back here, they kicked it off. Pull the HDMI one out. Was it dead?
It's gonna. Actually, we'll stay here until it dies.
Want me to plug it back in?
Yes.
Plugging it back in. This is the fun behind the scenes stuff you get. I'm gonna hand you my mic real quick.
I love that we don't have to do this anymore. Normally.
Thank you.
Si, senor.
Oh,
Stop
damn.
by Minnesota.
Damn, Minnesota got to stop. Who do you want to win this game?
I don't really care. I this is the definition of a football game that I just go into and I just say, have a great football game. I just want it to be close going into the fourth quarter.
I would say UNC is probably my top 5 favorite college football teams. So I'm going UNC here. Shador dropping back, throws it over the middle. He is dotting it up, though. I will say.
Now kept his feet.
He's played really well.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame North Dakota State's going to win this game.
All right, set a timer on your phone for 10 minutes.
I'm going to trigger all of our listeners when my alarm goes off.
Oh, are you an alarm guy? I haven't played music.
Not me.
But that ruins a song for you, though, because then when that song
I
comes
need
on.
chaos in the morning
Dude,
to
why?
wake up.
PJ Fleck is so weird.
Why? Because he wears a tie?
For all other obvious reasons as to why PJ Fleck is weird, but
I mean, yes,
the tie just perfectly fits him. Missouri's been at 28 for a minute now.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is that Murray State turned the juice up a little bit? They got some defensive stops.
Shador's making great passes, but he is getting smacked left and right.
I mean, this is what their football games are going to have to be this year. It's going to have to be Shedeur Sanders. We need you to be great again today, so we can at least be competitive in this football game and have a chance to win.
I cannot wait until Monday when he's at the top of the Heisman list after a 4-point win. I just can't wait.
He won't win though. One's back on, right?
You think North Dakota State's going to win? Huh?
I put a bet on it.
Yeah, I know you did.
One's back on though. I can go to you now.
Yeah, you're
okay.
Good.
Cool.
We're good for 10 or so minutes before that one dies, and then we got to start flipping cameras.
Oh, great tackle by Missouri there.
Then they had T.O. pull up for the game.
T.O. lives there, basically. I mean, he's at every game now. At least the big ones when they're on television. He's on the sideline. Huh?
Were T.O. and Dion close?
They played together in San Francisco for 1 year, and I think they became friends.
That's right. Similar personalities.
Maybe more than a year. That's
Shador's getting sacked.
That was something he did a lot last year that, NFL scouts talked about as a negative. It's just holds the ball a little bit too long.
Mm-hmm.
I know their offensive line is bad, but he holds the ball a little bit too long and runs into pressure like he just did there.
He also does not have the athleticism to get away from pressure like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's a pocket passer. I mean, this was what was very coded about him coming out of high school. He was listed as a dual threat.
You know who he reminds me a lot of? Dwayne Haskins, R.I.P.
That's not a bad comp. Dwayne was a lot thicker.
Yes.
That's a decent comp. I don't know. I haven't figured out his player comparison yet, but find me a 6'4", 225-pound A- arm talent that makes good decisions and throws a tight ball. Do we have one of those?
Cam Newton, if you take away all of his speed and quickness, and
it's the play style of Tom Brady, to be honest with you. Tom Brady was great. He's a legend. He's the greatest quarterback of all time, but 6'4", 225, limited athlete, has to win off decision-making, accuracy, and timing. That's what Shadur's going to have to do in the league for sure.
And damn did he ever.
Arkansas is currently up 49-0 at halftime. Taylor Green, 16-23, 229 yards, 2 touchdowns, while tacking on 6 carries for 88 yards and 2 more touchdowns. He has 4 touchdowns in the first half.
Matt Ryan's a good comp. We're going the same route here, though.
Like that.
Tom and Matt had very similar styles of play.
Yes.
So Terrell Pryor is not it. Terrell Pryor was equate version Cam Newton.
I always like the Carson Beck, Matt Ryan comp.
Yeah, that's good.
I think Beck's a little more athletic than Matt Ryan.
I think Beck is what Peyton Manning would have been if Peyton Manning were born in 1997, like Carson Beck. That's my take.
Carson Beck was definitely not born in 1997.
When was he born?
Probably 2000.
98, 99?
Probably 2001.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, 2000, 2001, whatever. If Tom Brady or if Peyton Manning were playing high school football when Carson was, he would be forced to become a rotational thrower like Carson is. He would be forced to be an A- athlete, which Carson is. It's the same conversations I have or people have about Michael Jordan. If Michael Jordan were forced to shoot threes, he would just get good at shooting threes. If Peyton Manning were at this age and his dad was like, hey, just like Arch now, we're going to be rotational throwers. We're not going to be linear throws. He would have been one.
For sure. For sure.
Someone on Twitter just called Shiloh-ability Sanders.
Oh, because liability.
Oh, Buddy from New Hampshire. First possession right here. He's 0 for 2 already, is Buddy from New Hampshire. M. Brosmer. Oh, dude.
Buddy from New Hampshire making waves in the NIL market.
Oh, yeah. You got a free dinner for all of his offensive linemen, right?
Yeah, I got to treat his offensive linemen to a nice dinner before their first football game this year.
That's delightful. I think you should be doing that anyways.
Sure.
Without taking photos for NIL.
I believe Murray was a big guy of doing that.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. If I remember correctly.
You think Murray paid for a single meal during his time in Athens?
I would hope not.
Probably
I'll text him and ask.
Call him.
We tried calling him on show.
Call him again.
All right.
I mean, it's not like we're talking about anything pressing at the moment. We're watching football.
You're right. If he answers, I'll put him on speaker.
Oh, boy, I'm nervous.
Is he not still part of the Maction football game calling?
Oh, yeah, he might be calling a game right now.
Be somewhere.
That's a good shout.
He's in the booth. His phone's ringing.
It's like, why is this jackass calling me?
Hell does this guy want? I'd be shocked if he picks up.
I bet he answers. If he does answer, he's going to answer with, no, I'm not throwing against you. Immediate cowardice.
Put it on speaker.
No, he forwarded to voicemail.
Damn.
It is one of those things where I do think I want to change his contact name in my phone book because when I get into the car, it's at the very top, Aaron Murray. And if any new person hops into the car, they're like, "Oh, Aaron Murray," and I'm like, "Yeah."
That bothers you?
No, it doesn't bother me. It's just like Aaron Murray's not that cool, is what I want to tell that person.
Depends on who they are.
Who's the coolest person you have in your contact?
Oh, you know the answer to that. And don't say it out loud.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Me.
But, you know, I mean, we're growing. We're growing. We'll get there.
The president.
The president of the United States of America.
I was about to make a political joke, but I was like, you know
Don't.
what? I was like, wait a minute.
Don't. You
Not-
wrote one in the show notes the other day, and I'm about to shoot you.
That wasn't a political note. That was a football note.
Mm,
And you know what? I still want to do that bit when that day comes.
not happening.
Come on. That's not.
Not happening.
I'm going to lean on you for that.
Lean on.
Who got ball first in this Colorado game? Was it North Dakota State?
North Dakota State.
It was North
Okay.
Dakota
North Dakota
State.
State got the ball
They
first.
drove
This
down
could be
the-
a very big drive right here.
They drove down the
Very well
field,
could
got
be.
a
At
field
halftime,
goal.
we're definitely switching cameras, by the way.
Are we going to take our own halftime?
No, absolutely not.
Do you
We'll
need
continue on.
No, dude. I'm chilling right now.
We're almost at 1,000 viewers. We'll get there. Twitter's the one that's climbing on us. YouTube is not. So the folks on YouTube are just hanging out.
But I mean, YouTube numbers honestly are not that far off from what they've usually been.
Yeah.
Like, we've been getting
And it's a Thursday night. I mean, people got stuff
there's
going
shit going on. There's
on. Murray just hit me with a "What's up" text.
say we're on air. I want to speak with you. The little smirk in his eyes. What are you saying?
Did you ever buy a meal in Athens? Question mark.
He's gonna think this is someone a joke.
Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and rate, review, and all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys for being here tonight. Let's see here. What do we got? Missouri up 28-0. What's that Arkansas score over there, J-Will?
49-0 at half.
Wow.
Shitting on him.
Wow.
That's what
Good.
they-
Honestly, that makes me happy for Sam Pittman. He needs a win like that. He needs people to kind of start like, hey, we like Sam Pittman again.
Kansas jumped out on Linden.
Okay, I'm calling bullshit.
What do you say?
He said he paid for every single meal. Shots, however, are a different thing.
I believe that.
So I
Honestly.
guess he didn't pay for alcohol, but he paid for food.
I believe that.
You know, that does kind of make sense of the people at the restaurants that be waiting on you probably don't know who Aaron Murray is. People at the bar definitely know who Aaron Murray is.
Well, also like, you're not losing a lot of money when you're not giving alcohol. When you give away alcohol, you're not losing a ton of money. So, food is another story.
Yeah, you're overpricing the alcohol anyways. You're making your return on investment. You're getting your money back within like 3 drinks of a bottle of vodka. So you can give a couple shots away for free.
For sure.
But I also think he's full of shit.
No,
You tell me pre-NIL college quarterbacks paying for meals? Come on. Get out of here.
I mean, it's not. I don't think he was taking him to Porterhouse.
Yeah.
Porterhouse, great restaurant, by the way, in downtown Athens, if you want to go.
Was not a huge fan, to be honest.
Why not?
Just was not a fan. Not a fan for
Not a fan.
what I was expecting.
Every time someone says not a fan, I think of bench warmers. And they're like, "Hey, Howie, how's the sun treating you?" "Oh, it's okay. I'm going outside nowadays." "What do you think about the moon?" "Not a fan."
Underrated
bad.
move.
Someone to hurt me.
Oh, look, they're talking about Max Johnson and his dad. Jake, Brad, Max.
I guarantee you they show a video of Brad Johnson doing trick shots. Nope.
Probably not.
Dang. Too quick. They're snapping the ball too quick. They didn't have enough time. TV trucks out there pissed right
Dang,
now.
how'd they get on their own 3?
Good punt.
We'll see how important Brad Johnson's trick shot videos are to television networks if they doubled back down on this Max Johnson story and bring us back some Brad trick shot videos. I'm shocked y'all haven't seen the trick shot videos.
Yeah, didn't even know they existed.
He calls himself Big Bad Brad.
That's a dad thing
Ooh,
to
is
do.
it rain? Oh, of course it's raining. It's a weather delay.
There he is. There's Big Bad Brad right
See,
there.
Big Bad Brad kind of yoked.
Yeah.
Ooh, rolling out. What we got here,
They've been
Max?
doing that with him. They like him rolling.
Oh,
turf
flip.
monster.
Turf monster.
Golly, that's a loud alarm.
Bro, you couldn't put that on vibrate.
My phone was on vibrate earlier, and you were about to freak out.
Because your vibrate is obnoxious.
It is rather long.
I have different vibrations, so I know what's what. Like a long. Like a long vibration is a text, like a shorter one is Twitter, stuff like that. What do you want?
I don't know. For me, like phone calls are the long vibrations.
Yeah, phone calls
message, I see a little.
Phone calls are really like long vibrations. Texts are one long one and then 2 quick ones. It's like Morse code. Ooh, Brady Cook's taking off.
Do you understand Morse code?
No, but I wish I did.
Oh, Minnesota just about had a massive turnover right
That
there.
could have been bad.
But they got him off the football field anyways. They're about to get great field position.
North Dakota
right here.
State's driving, dude. This is let's third down now. Whoa. Throw that at me, bro.
I'm just trying to be quick, bro. I'm going Pac-Man Jones after this.
Pac-Man is in. You're gonna pack a lip in?
Well, no, I call it Pac-Man because he's the only person I've ever seen dip on live television.
Interesting. I've never
Stetson
taken
Bennett.
note of that.
Well,
Stetson Bennett.
I mean, it's hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair, I guess. Ooh, they almost got the punt. Shitty punt, too. Minnesota's going to get good field possession. Man, how great would it be if Murray State made a comeback? And it's not going to happen, but.
Oh, we got some cramp in there, too.
Chad, if you're watching, live bet Murray State. That's my win of the week right here. Live bet Murray State.
You run the one and see if it. Oh, well, you're not over there.
Yeah.
It's
How's
so
it looking?
Dark. I'll figure that out. Go back to 2 and keep talking.
I want to see how dark it is. Oh, man, that's really dark.
So this is Buddy from New Hampshire, Max Brosmer.
1 for 3 for
Brosmer?
1 yard.
Brosmer?
Didn't you say Buddy from New Hampshire is going to be good, Brooks?
Huh?
Didn't you say that Buddy from New
He was
Hampshire?
taking a peek. He wanted to take a peek.
I didn't know. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Taking a peek right now. 1 for 3.
No, North Dakota State, don't punt. Go for it.
They might be running fake.
I hope they are. Careful now.
Oh, they about blocked it.
They almost got their punt blocked.
All right, let's see one more time. Much better.
Fantastic
we're
punt.
so back. We're so back.
Special teams matter, baby.
Hell yeah,
Special
they
team-
don't.
Special teams so matter.
They matter.
If special teams didn't matter, why would Kirby Smart put actual starters on special teams?
This is how.
I'll give you time to think about it.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I can
How I
weasel
can
my way
spin
out of
this.
this. Yeah, how I can
Can't.
spin this out. And I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't know.
It's because they matter.
That's the
man.
only. Yeah.
Because he has to be consistent with his own program. Everything else matters, so he can't all of a sudden treat special teams like they.
Why
do.
are you helping him? First of all, second of all,
Thank
you
you.
don't actually believe that.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jay will just.
It's why I've always told people Jonathan is my best employee by far.
Can't be the best at everything. It's all right. Jesus loves me.
Seniority.
Oh, running backs getting biatched in pass pro.
I would love to see
it.
Colorado get a safety here.
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it?
I would bring more than 4. Ooh, they were in a screen.
Good
Damn.
check out.
Oh,
Good check out.
damn.
He's playing good quarterback
The
right now. They
sidelines
just don't
rather
have enough.
short in Colorado's.
Very,
stadium.
Yeah.
very.
I don't like that.
You're right up against the wall.
It's the same
Very.
as walking into a basketball gym and the back wall pads are like right underneath the goal. Like someone's getting murdered by a cinder block today.
Death by cinder block. Top 5 ways to not want to die. Damn, Shador just. Ooh, that's incomplete.
Yep.
Bad catch. You know, I Drinkwitz reminds me of someone, and I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe every dad ever.
I was about to say Disney dad.
Yeah.
Gives
Yeah,
Disney dad vibes for sure.
Hey, buddy. Ooh, Minnesota just caught UNC with 12 men on the field. And a PI. That's tough. What are you sipping on over there?
Gin and juice.
Ew. Gin and juice. Not. Ooh, damn. Shador just took off.
No, I was sipping on a little Powerade Zera purple. What is this? This is grape.
I'm a big grape guy. You know, not a lot of people are a big fan of grape flavored things, but for me, like orange flavored stuff and grape flavored things, I'm a huge fan.
Dude, Hunter Lacey says I give slacker vibes. That hurt my feelings, Hunter.
It's a good scout.
They're attacking your work ethic, and that's where you draw the line.
It hurts.
Oh man.
I don't think you're a slacker.
Stadium pulse.
They're only trying because they're down 6, and they don't get they get the ball back after the half. But I'm really surprised they're even like really trying to push the ball.
I guess trying to pick up 3 here,
maybe
at the very least.
I don't know. I think North Dakota State's doing it right. Keep everything in front of you. Let them die out on their own.
This is a perfect time for you to just jump a hitch route and take it 6.
Yeah, you're not though.
Let's see. We'll see. Shador can make a mistake.
It'd be a perfect time for a Hugo based off what you're talking about right there.
Let's see.
3-man rush. They're still getting home.
Ooh, okay.
That's really good pocket movement.
Okay, Shador. Nah, bad pocket movement.
And that's grounding.
Just get
There's a receiver in the area, but that looked like grounding.
Ball didn't
Even if didn't get to the line of scrimmage.
Back to line of scrimmage.
That should have been grounding.
Yeah, I don't think he ever broke the pocket.
Well, even if he did, there's a receiver in the area, and he didn't get it to the line of scrimmage. So you're right. If he had broke the pocket, he can throw it wherever he wants, but he didn't. It should have been grounding.
Extra from Top Gun. I haven't heard that one before. Thank you, guys.
How long you been rocking the stash?
Like 4 years.
Since I've known you.
Since I went to college. Before Top Gun came out. Actually, I think my Instagram bio does say I had a mustache before Top Gun came out.
Yeah.
Lovely.
You get that a lot, huh?
Jeez.
Yeah.
They're just getting plowed through right now.
Hey, yo. Oh, he got drilled. What a play.
Wow.
I'm becoming a Shador Sanders fan.
Yeah, Shador's kind of cooking on this.
I'm becoming a Shador Sanders fan.
And they still have 2 timeouts.
Why didn't they burn one?
I don't know.
Why aren't they calling timeout?
That play
here?
took a long time.
There they did. They called it.
UNC's about to lose
Big shot in this Minnesota football game.
UNC's about to lose a DB for targeting, I think. Oh, he's breaking it out.
Don't switch to me.
What if I just press it real quick? Just a quick little switch.
That's good field awareness too. That's good field awareness too for him to know where the sticks are.
Yeah.
Take a stop.
Damn, we're about to have 2 games go to halftime.
Pass.
Ooh. We're about to have 2 games go to halftime.
Well, that's okay. The NC State game should be back. In time for us to flip over to that one.
Oh, good. That thrilling matchup.
224 for 2 touchdowns in the first half. That is a good stat line.
Shador is going to be on number 1 on the Heisman list after this game.
Yeah, we called it. Squeak out a fourth quarter win.
For 2 days.
End up on the Heisman
for
list.
2 days until someone plays on Saturday. Can Missouri punch it in here before the halftime?
Look how big that Minnesota offensive line is.
Corn fed.
I didn't know you could stack mid so high.
You can. Dang, you got the Velcro on?
They average 6'6", 315. Bunch of Marshall Ericksons playing for the Gophers.
Shout out.
All right, 4-man rush, 9 seconds left. You play for the field goal here, don't you? Like a 15-yard reception, call the timeout and get out?
Ooh, wow.
Oh, wow. They're going to go for a touchdown. No, they're going to call a timeout right there. Field goal. Make it nice and easy.
Damn.
Still going to be down 20-7 and North Dakota State getting the ball back.
That is a masterful.
Colorado getting the ball back.
You're
That's
right.
a masterful drive by Shador there. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was really elite.
I mean, that was a Shador Sanders. Jimmy Horn's got 130 receiving yards on 4
Dude, if you're going to have to get into a shootout to outscore North Dakota State, the Big 12 is going to be so fun this year for Colorado.
Yeah.
We might be taking a peek all year. That was really, really good.
And the field goal's blocked.
Troll.
It's going the other way. North Dakota State scores. Let's see. Oh, they're going to ice him. They call a timeout.
What are the rare road icing job?
Yeah. Did they ice him or did they, what's going on here?
Oh.
That kicker looks like Max Duggan.
Mata.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. That's a defensive coordinator if I've ever seen one.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, offensive minded. Yeah, that's the head coach, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah. They said it's the first offensive minded head coach they've hired in over 20 years.
Huh.
Oh, looks like Missouri punched it in for a touchdown. Yep. Brady Cook kept it and run.
Brady Cook, no QB swag. None.
Sometimes no swag is swag.
That's no swag. There's no swag right there. That's 3/4 socks. White socks.
He's cooking it up though. He's cooking
no
it
swag.
up, bro.
Zero.
No swag can't be some swag though. Like Kamari Lassiter.
Nah.
He rocked some sleeves
He
or
did.
like half sleeves.
Yeah, and gloves.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing him go no gloves in
Nah,
practice.
the only dude to ever pull off no swag's Nick Chubb, and the only reason he pulls it off is because you ain't talking shit to Nick Chubb.
Facts. Marcus Peters also pulled it off. Marcus Peters was minus swag.
Was JJ Watt swagless?
Oh, I thought it got.
I thought he did too. I couldn't find the ball.
No, JJ Watt.
He wore gloves and an elbow brace.
Elbow
long
brace
socks,
and
right?
the nasal strip.
Well, in the NFL, you have to. Nasal strip, very, very good shout right
Forget
there.
about the sock rule.
Nasal strip, big swag. Has not won since October 7th, 2023, when they defeated Arizona State.
I hate those stats. Haven't done something since 280 days since last season. Get the hell out of here. That's some horse shit. I hate those stats.
I mean, it is a long time.
I also think it's awesome nowadays that they're actually allowing players to do television interviews mid-game.
Yeah.
Like, this is new this year, I feel like. I watched Haynes King get interviewed in that Florida State game. I was like, that's new.
Yeah,
I don't remember players being interviewed before, the end of the game.
NC State game is back on, by the way.
All right, but how does this look if my feet are up like this?
There's a hoof in the middle of the screen, but that's all right.
Let me see. I'm just lounging,
Yeah, just new boot goofing.
Let's put this Missouri game to the NC State game.
Yeah, we got them robot chairs up in here.
Robot chairs, I feel like have been standard in like new furniture.
I know, but I still like the flex.
Okay.
Weird flex.
This is the first time I've sat in these chairs. Do you eat in these chairs, by the way? It's like
No, my
crumbs
children
everywhere.
do.
So
Yeah.
there's crumbs all over the place.
Yeah, that's having toddlers.
I
right
believe
there.
it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, I
gonna
believe
find crumbs everywhere in this house, especially my truck.
There it is.
We got some downtime here. I'll tell the story. I always love telling parenting stories. So, son, big mama's boy, like most young children are. Pick him up from school yesterday, and he's got big fat lip pout face on. I'm like, what's going on, buddy? What's
Tough day
wrong?
at
Did
school.
you not have a good day at school? And he says, no, I said you pick me up.
Ooh.
I said, what? And he goes, well, I love mama more than you.
Kids are so mean, bro.
I said, oh, okay. Well, I want to be in your life. I love you, so I'm gonna work and pick you up anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, okay. He's like real sad in the back. So we get home, and man's got to go to the bathroom, and he's still relatively fresh into the potty training thing. I mean, we're only like a year into it, so as Big Daddy would say, he's not at the stage of wiping his own ass. So today he goes to the bathroom, and my wife's like, hey, he needs your help in there. So I'm like, all right, I'll go in there. And as soon as I open the door, he tells me, I don't want you to do this. I want mama to do this. And I thought, what a fabulous way of telling me there are ups and downs to this. I like mama more.
Yeah.
She might get to pick you up from school, but she also has to wipe your ass.
Yeah.
The kids giveth and the kids taketh away.
Kids are just brutally mean, dude. Like, they don't care.
But I wipe my own ass. I know. When he says that, I know. Oh, man, that's so hard. It's so hard. It hurts.
Yeah.
It hurt my heart.
Microsoft just lost 5 points.
Underrated Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, it's a good one.
I think it's properly rated.
Yeah, just like a good.
People like that one. They speak fondly of that one. Jack and Jill.
Not
so much.
underrated. That is
Ooh,
properly.
not
That
so
movie
much.
is bad.
Properly rated.
NC State going for another field goal here. Just cannot score. Look at North Carolina making a goal line stand. Oop, and he got it.
I drilled it.
Damn, it's already 9:40.
Yeah, we're moving, boys. We've been on 2 hours.
Time
Oh,
flies
yeah.
when you're
Got
watching.
over 1,000 people watching now. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button.
Time flies when you're watching football.
Amen on that one. I actually like doing this because I was going to have to go back and catch up on all these football games. And now,
Yeah.
at least when I talk about them on Sunday, I'll have some type of, callback on them.
Do I have to be at work tomorrow morning?
Good question. Might want to find out.
You don't have to be. You can take tomorrow off.
I was gonna
Damn.
have to anyways.
7:45.
This is news to me.
I have to go pick up my Jeep tomorrow.
Normally in an organizational structure, if you need a day off, you kind of give your boss a couple days advance.
I haven't left the workplace yet, so I was going to give you a heads up on that.
Oh, so that's how that works.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I'm finally getting my Jeep back. So.
Hell yeah. What was wrong with it, by the way?
the death wobble. So I had to get a new
torque converter.
No, not that. They put a new dampener on it. They got they did a realignment today as well.
So
put
funny
some new
over there.
shocks
I was
on
about
it.
to say, this is the primo college football content our subscribers
You know
are
what?
looking for
The
right here,
people-
baby.
The people who know what we're talking about will absolutely appreciate this, and I stand by
This
that.
27-yarder's getting shanked, says the chat.
I would love to see that.
Doink!
Nope, right down the middle.
No, he hit the upright.
Oh,
dude. He
hit the
missed it.
upright. Oh, shit.
Yeah, he doinked that shit.
What's your shank? Look at
Good
that.
doinkarooski.
I love wearing gym shorts like this, but they ride up when I'm sitting down, dude. I just-
Yeah, any 7-inch inseam like the ones I have on right now, not the shorts to wear on like any airplane or any type of environment where you're sitting down
It's
and
all I have.
your quads are being shown.
It's all I have.
Mm-hmm. Oh, quarterback got killed there.
Oh, that's a pick. That's their showing.
That's a
Missouri
replay
highlights
from
now,
earlier.
Yeah, 35-0 at half.
A lot of these games at half right now. I believe the Arkansas game is probably back by now. God, Taylor Green looks so big and fast.
Someone said Max Johnson is hurt.
Uh-oh. Well, he's on the field right now, it looks like.
It's not good because their backup transferred. The guy that was Drake May's backup last year.
Look at that's not Max
Does
Johnson.
he get hurt?
That
here?
is definitely Max
Ooh,
Johnson.
Yeah, I think that's where. He got
Mhm.
hurt.
Oh boy. No. He was so cool. Look at Jason Kelsey already doing NFL commercials.
Is he gonna get is he gonna be allowed to wear just a collared shirt while everybody else has to wear suits?
I don't think he's like an analyst role. I think he's just doing a commercial for him.
Bullshit.
Did he?
Yeah, he's on their Monday night broadcast.
I know he just got a huge deal for his podcast, so
Good for him.
like 100 million or something.
Huh?
It was a pretty penny.
Giving out 100 millies?
Let's see.
That's a lot.
Let's take a goog.
Who bought it? FanDuel? DraftKings?
Oh, stand by. Amazon, $100 million deal.
That's Amazon's first venture into the podcast game, isn't it?
I believe
Sounds
so.
like it.
I believe
Amazon,
so.
we won't cost 100 million. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
No.
We'll take it. Though.
Oh,
What just happened? I missed it.
helicopter,
Oh, I love helicopters.
helidopter.
Oh, they're running too quick. Oh no, we'll get a replay of it. The quarter's about to end.
Does Elijah
Mhm.
Green still play for North Carolina?
I do not know the answer to that question.
Oh, Amazon bought Wondery, the podcast hosting platform.
Ah, well, that's
I
probably
didn't
good.
know that.
Let's see.
That's rare. I don't know industry news like that.
Ooh, I think it was within the last few days. Sky Rizzy was that flirting on an airplane.
Where'd that come from?
This is, they've got an ad for it going right now on
Sky
TV.
Rizzy is that
Oh, good
game on
keep.
an airplane.
West Carolina still cooking.
That's pretty good, dude.
Thanks,
a
man.
lot to you. That's
Thanks,
pretty
man.
good. Mm.
Oh, you know how long it's been since I've like watched a commercial break. College football is the only time of the year where I watch commercial breaks.
Yeah, that would check out. You're definitely not watching commercials when you're watching regular television. No one
No.
watches linear television for regular television.
Yeah,
nowadays.
no,
Nope.
everyone streams it
Because
now.
everything that is on regular television now isn't posted a day after on some type of streaming platform.
Mhm.
I think the only individual in my life that has linear television still remaining is my dad.
My dad does because
Yeah, my parents
he
do.
hosts college football Saturdays. Gotta have it.
My parents are
Thank
still
you.
on that Dish Network grind.
He likes it.
Still on the Dish Network grind, huh?
Mhm.
My first house, we had Dish.
My dad chopped Dish when they had that discrepancy with CBS, like right before college football season started.
Yeah.
And he gave him a nice phone call telling them that they would no longer be getting his business.
Every time I hear a story like that, I'm like, man, I don't want to be that guy on that phone. And then the moment something happens to me, customer service negatively, I'm that guy on that phone. Boy, do you not want to be a customer service agent with
Mhm.
me on the other end.
I do think everybody at some point in their life should work some type of customer service.
Yeah, it gives you a new respect for it.
Chat's got a good point. You think Chuck Martin still got linear television?
Oh, he's still got an antenna.
Chuck Martin still got rabbit ears, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's an antenna.
Yeah, but
A little more to
A
the
way
right.
funnier way to say it.
He might still have dial up.
Yeah.
At least
man.
NC State's defense is kind of swarming.
Chuck Martin definitely thinks the BlackBerry is the greatest phone ever invented.
He still got a sidekick.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, sidekicks were lit. Sidekicks, razors. Oh, the razor.
You and I got in this conversation the other day. You were getting pretty nostalgic.
Oh, the Nextel?
Oh, the Nextel.
Oh, the Nextel was awesome. First phone was the Nextel. Hit me on my Nextel chirp.
My first phone was an iPhone 5C.
Oh, Mr. Fancy over here.
No, I'm just saying my parents didn't let me get a phone until I was like 13.
I
My
was
dad
12.
took me to the phone store to get my first phone, and I thought I was getting an iPhone. And then we got there, and the phone person told my dad, well, actually, since it's his first phone, he gets this nice little cheap plasticky one for free. And he said, well, we're getting that one then. So I got this nice plasticky Android that was horrible.
I was really mad at my parents for doing that, but looking back, they made the right decision. To the point now that when I have a kid, he's not going to have a phone until everyone else has one and he doesn't.
I'm waiting for the one rap head from Atlanta to pick up on that Nextel chirp line. Doesn't look like I'm going to get it out of our chat today. I played that song for you the other day, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
A little bop, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice little head bopper.
Ooh, Western Carolina marching.
I'm telling you, man, they're giving them answers. I mean, that's a crucial 3rd and 14 converted to keep the drive alive.
Bad news. How much longer does this halftime have left in Colorado game? I kind of want to see that.
I don't know.
Chuck Martin still thinks MySpace is a thing. I'm not as active in the chat today. I can't really see what's going on. I can't type.
I got it all right here for the first time instead of waiting on YouTube. StreamYard does a really good job of like streaming or streamlining everything for you. Our normal setup's a little bit too high tech for StreamYard. PJ Fleck looks like put on some weight. A little thicker in the neck.
He does.
I'm surprised that we didn't see his little assistant next to him right there.
Okay, Minnesota. I was unfamiliar with your game.
With what game?
People who watch the TV broadcast will know. Ooh.
There's some terrible tackling going on right there.
Brett Musburger.
I am not in any way, shape, form, or fashion like Brett Musburger.
Okay.
But
I was
respect.
just asking for some clarification.
Underground gambling legend, Brett Musburger.
Not even underground anymore. He's got the biggest gambling
VSI.
website, VSI. Yeah.
Yeah, he was notorious for.
What was it? What was the game we were watching early? Oh, that's an old. It was Georgia, Arizona State in 2008, and No Shaw Marino scores the first touchdown of the game, and Brett goes, and that'll make some people very happy. just clearly alluding to the people
back in 2008, they had first touchdown props.
Oh, for sure.
Wow. My dad was a basic gambler back in that time. Then.
How was your dad doing it? Through like a bookie or?
He would call a bookie on the phone, and he had a registered number. 313 was his number, and he'd say, "Yeah, this is 313," and then they would have to speak in code. So if you wanted 500 or whatever your base play was, you would say a dime or a nickel, and that would be your play. You would call in, you would say your number, and then you'd say, what do you got on Tennessee? And then they say, well, Tennessee -5 on the phone. And you say, well, give me a unit on Tennessee.
Gotcha.
Rude says your rap music taste is sus.
Oh.
You don't know about me, boy. You don't know about my game.
I'm just saying. I'm just reporting what Rude said.
You don't know about me. My rap taste is phenomenal.
I think the one time I got aux in your truck, you immediately took it away from me after a couple songs.
What song did you play?
I played one little Uzi song, and he immediately revoked my privileges to the aux in his truck.
Not a Uzi fan?
Bro got the aux for 2 songs, and song 2 was Uzi. Fuck no. Get the hell out of here.
I got approved the first 2 songs.
No.
And then,
Absolutely not.
I had Uzi on for 2 seconds, and he unplugged my phone.
What's wrong with Uzi?
I'm not a babble rap guy. I'm just not.
Oh, yeah. That's old head, though.
I got to hear you say something and go, oh, damn.
Don't you like Future, though? Future's the pie. Future's the pie.
Future's my line though, but Future's got like really good producing behind him.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. DJ
I do like
Esco
Future.
definitely has done wonders for Future.
Yeah, I'm not into the. I took 7 Xanax bars and then got in front of a microphone unless you're Future.
Man has a future bias. Interesting.
That was my last one. The last guy that I would listen to that I'm like, oh, he was on some lean before he got in the studio on
Yeah,
this one.
definitely.
So yeah.
Rap's kind of dying off as a popular. Like it's obviously not going to ever die. But
I just think we're getting to the age where we don't like
What the hell are you doing?
Oh my
Max
God.
Buddy played that like it was fourth in the
He
life.
just Marcus Mariota.
Fourth in life on that game right there.
What were you saying though?
I don't know.
We were talking about rap not being a.
Oh, I don't know. It's just I think all music's dying off nowadays. I think nowadays everyone's so the algorithm's so based. Like we're just trying to get a song that sounds good on TikTok and then it goes viral on TikTok. Therefore, it's on the top of the charts. And I think the whole music industry's, moved more towards everything's got to have a good hook, and that's all that matters is the hook, and then everything outside of that is shit.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of that. There's still good music being released though. I wonder if do we have a Discord channel for music?
No, I don't think we necessarily need one though. We got Discord. We got way too many Discord channels.
We got a chat for basically everything else. Though
we got a chat for Out of Context Brooks, which got a banger of an Out of Context. Cade McNamara the other day. Yeah. I should have a little bit more.
You didn't goofy enough. You gagged.
No, yeah,
you gagged instead of goofy.
Yeah. I should have. I should have done that one instead of.
Yeah, that's.
That was a little bit much.
You're getting clipped again, bro.
I know.
You know it's weird.
National media took Shadur Sanders this weekend.
Sunday's headline today.
Yes, Sunday's headlines. I thought
No,
they coming, dude. They keep getting me with the replays over
Dude,
there.
you're getting grandpa status now when they watch the highlights. Like, whoa.
Speaking of that, there was one year when my father-in-law and Morgan's grandpa were watching the Masters. Well, it was a replay. It was the evening replay of the Masters. And me and my father-in-law sat there and we're like, oh, I bet he gets it out of the bunker and sticks it like within a foot.
He had no
Morgan's
idea.
Grandpa was like, what the heck? How do you guys just call it all? And he was so confused. And we were just having the greatest time with it. It was a good time.
That happened with my grandpa one time. We were watching, I think it was a Braves game, actually. Oh, come on, Max Johnson. Look at that touchdown run.
Max Johnson plays as if he does not care about his body.
You about have to.
He's elite, bro. Nice. Super nice guy. Cannot say enough nice things about him.
About Max Johnson? You know him?
Super nice guy.
You know Max Johnson?
But no, one time I was watching a game with my grandpa. It was a Braves game, I think. And they were reviewing something. Someone made like a really nice outfield catch. And they had to go review it. While in the middle of them reviewing it, he went up and go to the bathroom. They make the call, and then they shoot the highlight in full play again. And he goes, my God, did he make another one?
So we've all got experiences of elders in our family not realizing a replay is on television.
For sure.
My mom was in the middle of a taco mac one time, and I think a Braves player got caught in a rundown. And she goes to the bathroom, comes back, and in the middle of the restaurant, she's like, oh my God, he's doing it again. And she freaks out in the middle of the restaurant. And we're like, we didn't tell her until after everyone in the restaurant was looking at her. We're like, Mom, that was a replay.
Dang.
Got him.
Was y'all watch y'all were sporting games in public settings?
Oh no, it was a Wednesday night Taco Mac situation.
Okay.
Always. We went to Taco Mac every Wednesday in Douglasville.
Okay. Yeah, we did not go to restaurants or anything for games.
The only time I do that is during bowl season. Sometimes
That's a good.
I go do that with my dad.
That was a good throw by McCall. It might be coming back though.
He has those?
He just had one, dude. I'm telling you. Y'all sleeping on.
I can't wait to watch an Ohio State game with you this year.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is the one issue you have is you come into games with a preset notion.
I root to be right. I don't have a team. What am I supposed to root for? I'm rooting to be right. That's it. That's all I'm here for on Saturdays. I'm rooting to be right.
Howard across his body, but it's just because Jeremiah Smith is.
Yeah,
great.
Jeremiah Smith made it.
That's not Jeremiah Smith.
Shit, I can play.
Oh, it's a roughing the passer. Actually, they're gonna get 15 more yards on this.
Softening a football right there in front of your eyes.
Fan. His name's Fan.
He's a fan. He's a fan. He a fan.
Chat wants to know if you're a Kendrick fan. Actually,
no, I'm not.
Not at all. Really?
No, and Kendrick takes my musical theories a little bit too far. Kendrick tries to write. I mean, I'm a fan of lyricists. Don't get me wrong, and Kendrick is definitely that. Probably the best lyricist in rap music. But I just wish Kendrick. I mean, Not Like Us is a good song. I can play it and vibe to it. I just wish Kendrick would make good music. I think he makes really good lyrics. He makes really good lyrics. I do not think he makes good music.
Yeah, I don't think Mr. Morale is very good, but Damn and Good Kid, Mad City and Dependent Butterfly are all very musically strong.
Like, I am a J. Cole fan.
Ooh.
Huge J. Cole fan.
J. Cole Bop.
I just wish J. Cole would make more music. He doesn't make enough.
I would definitely put Kendrick over J. Cole. But that's the beautiful thing about music, man. It's a personal preference.
Yeah.
What's the NC? Oh my God, NC State's getting blown.
Dang, man. We get upset brewing.
What was the line on this game?
Oh, NC State by a bunch. I'm sure ESPN will tell you. You got the lappy top pulled up over there.
That
Chat did
good
not
music
like-
take Brooks has will be his first.
Yeah.
That comes from a man I can't even pronounce your name.
I think that's just music takes in general.
Chad is hating on your music taste. And to be fair, you've had some stinkers. Saying Rod Wave is the last active R&B artist
He is
wild.
He is.
I'll let you die on that hill.
That's
I'm
the
not-
fifth screen I've seen NC State try to play.
They've been throwing a lot of them.
They're throwing a lot.
Quarterback sucks.
Looks like he just hurt his finger too.
Loser limping.
Oh, they're showing the Deion Sanders shutting down the CBS thing now.
Really not a fan of my Kendrick take there.
No, they're
He doesn't make good music.
Is they're so like based on yourself that your taste is your taste, you know.
I'd like to think I have a good taste in music.
Good God, North Dakota State cannot keep the explosives off the field. We are back from half in this Colorado football game, so should have a little bit more. Yes, Jimmy Horde is indeed fast, as the chat pointed out there.
Why is he about to do something?
He just did.
Okay.
If Western Carolina scores a touchdown on this drive, which they're going to have to drive the length of the field to do so,
You calling it?
it might have. Look, you've been the one that's been anti Grayson McCall in the football game. You think Grayson McCall is going to lead 2 scoring drives in the fourth quarter to come back and win the football game?
Hell, he hadn't even led one all game.
It's
been the running game. Mostly in that one.
Precisely.
Yeah, you get them down 2, they're gonna be in trouble.
What was Colorado trying to do with their stadium here?
Split it. Looks like.
It looks like split, but like in the corner of it looks like checkered. And
I will give Tennessee credit. The way they checkerboard their stadium looks sick as shit
so
every
good.
Saturday.
It
Every
is.
Saturday.
seeing it
looks
in
so
person is
awesome.
crazy, Joe.
It looks so awesome.
Shador running. Oh, he's getting killed. Nah,
Did you just rub it in his face that you went to Neyland last
I did
year?
not rub it in his face. Look, he's gonna be going to a lot more games than me this year. So
Is that true?
Well,
there's
you
no
know,
rubbing it in.
Credentials are non-transferable, but maybe they can make an
talked it out.
exception. Y'all talked it out?
Yeah,
we
we
talked it
got
out.
the home game sorted out.
If they allow it.
Yeah,
We gotta get that passed
Yeah.
by them. Yo, Brooks, you went to Alexander or DC. I was a Chapel Hill middle school guy before my parents sent me to private school. So
Soft.
yeah, basically.
Soft.
Basically.
I almost went to BT.
Oh, good school.
Could have had 3 rings, dude. Oh,
That's a push off. Oh my God, they're getting away with so much. I'm such a Colorado hater, but that is a push off
that is a
right
good
there.
That's a good catch too, bud.
That was a great catch, but it was also an offensive pass
Ooh.
interference.
Cam Rising cooking right now. 7 for 11, 150 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 rush for 11 yards.
Who are they playing? Midville School for the Blind.
Southern Utah.
I want to know.
Thunderbirds.
I want to know if the rush, and you're not going to be able to tell me this. I want to know if the rush was a designed quarterback run or if it was a
Yes.
scramble for 11 yards.
That would be crucial.
That's what I want to know. Dude, I think Colorado has 3 receivers right now with more than 100 yards
Yeah, they're
in the
cooking.
third quarter.
They're cooking, and yet they're still losing.
I think that might be the definition of Colorado football this year. That is a push off.
Yeah, it was a very bad push off. Not as bad as the Super Bowl push off though. T. Higgins got away with one there.
Yeah, he did. That's a callback from several years ago.
About 3.
Mm-hmm.
Grab Jalen Ramsey's face mask.
Shador Sanders runs like he's wearing work boots. Wearing some Timbs out there.
Good fade ball.
Yeah, it's good touch.
threw it well, he could get it.
They are. I mean, it's immediate pressure on every snap, man. It's the rare. That's a blocking back in that North Carolina game. It's the rare exception where Shador's going to go in the NFL and playing probably cleaner pockets than he does in college. Would you agree?
Oh, for sure. I mean, Colorado's pocket's constantly a mess. Now, I mean, maybe not if he's a high. You'd have to imagine he's a top 10 pick.
Mm-hmm.
Top 10 picks traditionally don't have strong O-line play.
I think we might have our first Achilles injury of the season.
Yeah, that looks bad. So that's their running back, too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, hate to see it.
Ooh.
Oh,
pick. Pick in the end
No
zone for North Dakota
way.
State. That is
That's
a bad
so-
bounce
That's
for
a killer.
Colorado.
That's bad.
That
dude.
bounced off of a leg. I'm sniffing a 7-minute drive and a score for North Dakota State coming up. They're about to milk this ball.
Dude, the Chads, the Brads and Chads are
Surrender.
shot.
Bro.
Look at all the poison.
Bro,
look at all
Oakley's in
the
a
surrender
diamond area.
cobras.
Is crazy.
bad?
What did this hit? Was it tipped?
It hit a leg. It hit this DB's leg, I think.
Some Colorado fan definitely.
Boom.
touched
Oh
it.
my
Right
God.
there, hit that leg. Golly, how did I see that?
That was crazy. Ooh, that's
Yeah, that kind of looked like it hurt, didn't it? Doink. That's unfortunate.
Does that DB get credited with a pass breakup,
PBU, yeah.
even though it hit his foot?
Mhm.
And they get it at the 20. So touchbacks are still 20 when it's not on the kickoff.
And fair catches are 25, yes.
See what you got, Western Carolina.
He's dropping back, checks down.
Ooh.
Smart check down, honestly.
Good throwaway.
Making an incomplete pass.
All right, so leg one of the parlay looking kind of solid right now.
Leg one's looking pretty good. I mean, I would feel a lot better if North Dakota State was able to score. They have not led by 2 scores the entire game. What did I say for score prediction too?
Oh, I don't know. You'd have to check your own notes on that one.
I feel like I was pretty close to what.
I had 42-28 Colorado, so that's not happening.
Damn, that's a tough break because that is not Shador's fault. Oh man, Western Carolina.
Look at this bubble over the left tackle right here. That's where they're running. Oh, they play action.
Oh, wow. Oh, I thought he was about to cut it up.
I don't like the alignment right now for Colorado defensively.
Damn,
they're
Mac
leaving
Brown
some
looks
bubbles.
old, dude. Is this Mac Brown's last season?
Everyone says it is. Or everyone says every year's his last year. I just don't know. If he didn't retire after Drake May left, when is he? You know what I mean?
That's a fair point. I don't know.
It's a fair point.
3rd and 5 here. Big drive for North Dakota State. You gotta get some momentum out of this.
And the other thing about Mac is he's made coaching changes every year, right? Chiswick's not on that staff anymore, is he?
I don't believe
And he brought Chiswick in year 2. He's made changes on that staff almost every year, I feel like.
Hunter Lacey, my head will not be big
Oh,
AF
wow.
for calling
I
a
gotta punt that
Colorado
football.
loss. People chat saying I'm going to have a big head if North Dakota State wins this game.
No.
We still got 4 legs left, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
Gotta love parlays.
Oh, the rush. I don't think I've hit one in a minute though.
I almost never do them.
You're an anti-parlay guy?
They're fun. But it's also like I'm not at the financial situation.
That's a
where, like-
damn punt and a half.
Yeah, it is.
Well, parlays are fun. You just throw a little bit of cash.
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
like
Yeah,
You
10
just
to
have
win you
some
150.
yeah, it's like all right,
Yeah.
let's
That's what I'm
throw
doing
it.
this weekend. I think I got $10 on a parlay.
I did do a parlay of Georgia first half under. I don't remember it actually.
On BetUS?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to BetUS.
Nowhere else. BetUS and better. That's where we're at all year long.
Amen.
If you're
Oh, yeah.
anywhere else, you're a loser.
No, nothing else to add.
No, not right now.
Okay.
We might. I'm pretty brand loyal though with one of the competitors of that new opportunity.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see.
They've almost become part of our show at this point.
Yeah, it's a gimmick. Yeah, it's part of it for the viewing audience for sure.
You can still do it with them though.
Yeah. Have you ever done that? Oh, you're not a chewer. You're not a vice man at all. The dip with the Zen on top.
Sounds awful.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like someone who used to drink excessive amounts of alcohol. It's what that sounds
That
like.
sounds like a bad liver.
Lord of mercy.
They're rolling them out now. That's a
Ooh,
good
that
throw.
was
That's the
good
best
throw.
ball he's thrown all day.
That's a great throw by Grayson
On the
McCall.
drive that they need it most.
Did he catch it? They're
I don't
saying.
know. He acted like he didn't.
Well,
Almost.
they're saying 3rd and 10.
It was 3rd and 10. That's a clear
Oh, yeah,
catch.
he
That's a
caught
catch.
that. Definitely caught that.
Definitely a catch. Oh, definitely a good driver. Name that movie.
Hmm?
Moment's gone. Never mind. Rain Man.
Mm.
Which, by the way, wild movie.
Bro, we got people in the chat that dip Grizzly natural. Bro, you eat rocks. You chew on rocks, bro. Woof. Mm. How long we going tonight, boys?
I don't know. It's 10 o'clock now.
It is.
I would like to be in bed before midnight. I'll put that out there.
That's fair.
I am getting up at 6 tomorrow, so. But I mean,
We'll watch one more drive from North Dakota State.
I'm cool with it.
See what happens here.
yeah, I'm down with that. If North Dakota State scores, I think we can assume that they've got a good handle on this game.
Shout out to the old school skull in here. My dad's a skull fine cut guy. The dude dips sand. Y'all talking dip? Yeah, man, we are.
What's a bisnitch?
It's a slang for bitch.
Ouch.
Someone call me a bitch?
Someone called me a bitch. Daniel Petty said Kirby needs to stop being a bisnitch.
You've been taking some shots in the chat.
I
too.
have, dude. Live chat is not feeling me tonight.
I've told you this. I've never said this on air. I think you make me more likable.
Well, that's not what I'm going for.
I mean, it's kind of the role you've fallen into. Look, the guy next to you, no one's ever going to say a crossword about him ever. He is complete positives from the entire audience. Okay. No one's ever going to say a bad word about Jay Will, period, point blank. But for some reason, since you've gotten onto this channel, I would say about 25% less hatred and douchebag comments.
Is that why I'm here?
No, it's not why you're here.
I'm your shield.
You're here because you're talented.
Oh,
You're
thank you.
here because you're also really good at that camera switching. That's very difficult for people to understand and run what they run on top of, do show content on top of doing that. Oh my Lord.
Oh, Shador just.
He's going to throw for 500 yards in this football game.
Yeah, he is. Shit.
No, you do make me slightly more likable, and it is a needed addition to this chat to this show because I know what I am. I very much so know that I am not 100% foolproof in terms of likability. So,
Well, it's good to know I'm needed for something.
I mean, everyone's got a
Yeah,
role.
it's fine. I don't care.
Matthew, I don't have a single duck in my Jeep. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Love that.
Thank you, Jay Will.
Fiance came in and said, "These guys don't look like sports guys."
Is that a compliment or?
You ought to see me on that board, sweetheart.
Who said that?
I don't know, somebody's wife.
Oh,
Luke
Beyonce.
Spookum.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
I don't know.
Because I mean, I feel like our whole branding is like we're not like all
We're
the
ball guys.
Yeah, we're not like any other sports guys. I am wearing a Corona shirt right now, so
I mean, I feel like we give off ball.
yeah. I mean, we definitely know what we're talking about. Minnesota's about to score a touchdown.
where's Colorado at on the field right now? Ooh,
Okay, Daniel Petty's Daniel. I get it now.
The wife's in the
Respect,
chat.
Daniel, I understand.
Carter saw you driving that white Jeep that I guess the dealership gave you the other day.
no. That was my mother-in-law's. I had to borrow.
Oh,
it.
okay.
Jay Will has so many whips, bro.
Bro.
Yeah,
No.
just whip
It's
galore.
just called. I've been sharing a car with my wife, who's been very gracious to let me do so, and she needed her car.
My
so I had to
wife.
find-
But either way, saw you pulling up in a white Jeep and was like, Uncle Jonathan painted his Jeep.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nah, man, the Jeep's got the death wobble. What's the death wobble? He saw his first graveyard the other day
Oh.
and didn't know. He thought it was a maze. And I said, no, buddy, that's a graveyard. And he thought I said grape yard. So he thinks graveyards are where grapes come from right now, which I think we might let him ride that out for a while.
Yeah, you don't want to tell him what's over there.
It's another push off.
Damn. Travis Hunter's kind of cooking at the waters. I mean, he's
Dude,
getting
their
away with
whole
push
offense
offs,
is
but-
cooking.
But honestly, if this is what Colorado football is, or
It's fun.
it's fine.
It's fun.
there's always that thought that like, hey, they might lose this game.
We got both wives in the chat right now. We got your wife in the chat and my wife in the chat.
That's what's up. I love that.
Where's your wife?
I have not met her yet. At least I don't think so.
Statistically, you have.
Yeah, it's true.
Statistically speaking, you've already met your wife.
That's freaky.
Maybe it was that one lady that walked up to us while we were doing Man on the Street in Athens.
No, it's not.
And begged you to leave work.
No, it's not her. I know her. She's very nice lady.
Very nice.
Very nice lady, that lady.
Oh, NC State answered.
Hell yeah.
Jinx.
Wide receiver jet sweep, I guarantee it.
About to find out.
No
Let's
way
do the
they put
replay.
that ball in the
Is
air.
that Concepcion's third touchdown?
35-yard reception. I bet it was a jet sweep.
I think that's Concepcion's third touchdown of the day.
I believe you're right.
I'm leaning into the
Oh, it's a
Prince.
pass play?
Ooh.
Little Dover mix. Ooh. He's gonna be their offense.
No, he's a guy.
If
He's
he gets
a
hurt,
dog. He's a
if
dude.
he gets hurt, they're cooked.
Will you look up his high school recruiting rankings?
Yes.
I want to see who missed on this.
Looks like he would have been very skinny in high school.
Yeah.
Like he looks
I
like
mean, he's undersized already,
yeah.
even as is.
What we got, Jay Will? What's his
He was a 3-star out of high school out of North Carolina.
what's his official weight?
Out of high school, he
185.
was 173.
He's 185 right now. I guarantee it.
That's a stick, bro.
I basically said 185.
173 is crazy.
Yeah, so that's a really good find by NC State right there.
What year is he? Junior?
All right, so we've seen Travis Hunter get away with 3 push-offs
No, he's a sophomore.
in the third quarter
Definitely
alone.
two. Definitely two.
That's my wife. I guarantee it.
What's she saying?
Are you almost done? Yes, love, we are.
This has been fun though.
This has been really fun. I think we should do this every Thursday night. There's big games.
I like that.
I like that.
If there's not, we'll do this.
I like that.
Or if there's not, we'll do regular show. If there is, we'll do this.
And honestly, like I was thinking about when I was writing show notes today, like we covered a lot from Monday to
ton.
Wednesday.
A ton.
And it
We
also
did-
helped that we've kind of been leaning up to week 1 takes for the last 3
For a
weeks.
minute.
So I was like,
Yeah.
we're going to be grasping at straws tonight. So
I was
this
about to say, I
very
was
nice.
doing show notes earlier today, and I was like, I am struggling to think of anything that we haven't covered already.
Mhm. But no, this
'Cause we
was
do our
a
jobs.
this was a good change up. I like this.
I have enjoyed this. Are we good, boys?
Yeah, I think, we're
so.
good.
Can you put us in one so I can sign us off? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you for joining us on this little new excursion, if you will, this new experiment of content on the Film Guy Network. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave us a note in the comments. Make sure you're giving a shout out to our friends over at Better with the link in the description of this video. You can also use promo code Brooks over there as well. We will be back on this network Sunday at noon. Okay, and we may or may not have a new face. I think we're gonna have a new, maybe behind the scenes producer might help us out a little bit.
I thought he was going to wait to break the news to you. But I guess
I'm
he's doing
fired.
it now on air.
Shit.
Yeah, we're gonna have some help around here. Actually, we might have 2 new faces Saturday. We're gonna have a friend of the show that's been listening to us for years, former military service member back in the States, coming to the game in Atlanta. Might
Nice.
hang out in the studio Sunday with us. So we're gonna have a bunch of new people. Not a bunch. We're gonna have some people showing up and adding to the content. Probably won't get the ability to speak on a camera or a microphone though. Might just stick them off in the corner and make them do bitch work.
What an introduction. I'm sure they're very excited to work for us now.
What did he just say?
Wait, what? Appreciate you guys being here. Love you. See you. Bye.